Good. Everyone in the chat, everyone in venues, wherever you are, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Hello, hello, hello. This is the first round of the NA Cycle 2 Elite Cup. Yes, that's a mouthful. And we have an arena full of players who are ready to give you the absolutely very best that Echo has to offer. This is the master tier, and they are fighting for prize money. There's brackets in the chat. There's casters, very tall, in front of you, and we have the Newton Dad on the backside, giving you all the good looks. I am Doc Education to my left, Offbeat VR to his left. Phenom is going to be on the sidelines. First matchup is going to be Ace versus Anomaly. And if you don't know the format, check out the bracket that was dropped in. It's a single elimination challenge all the way through. Lots of buys for the top tier teams. So the winner of this is going to fight Insync. The winner of that's going to fight Bite of 87. And there's a whole bottom bracket. Anyway, Offbeat, how are you feeling, my friend?
I am feeling good. I was back behind the cams for EU this morning, but excited to be back up here, bringing this shining, excited face back to to your screens. I'm really looking forward to this one. I think we got a good, fun, exciting day ahead of us, and the game should just kind of ramp up in intensity as we go throughout the night, so definitely a good place to park it for the evening if you're here. These two teams last played not even a month ago. It was Ace taking that one in a 45-25 final, so Anomaly definitely probably have a chip on their shoulder coming into this one, I'd say.
I would expect so. And before these teams ready up, Phenom, how's it going? Anything you're looking especially forward to tonight?
I mean, this is just going to be a great match. The stacks on both these teams are going to be really impressive. Obviously, Acorn and Big Bot coming from, their time with Sweet Tooth and, just being generally regarded as one of the best stacking teams. Where now we have, Ace, who are famous for their kind of, or infamous in some ways for their, dedication to the 2-2 style stack meta. So I think we're going to see a lot of really good stacking or a lot of focus on breaking those stacks from both teams. So it could also, I imagine this team, these two teams are going to end up with, moments that are going to be really fast followed by a lot of brawling.
Yeah, a couple of teams that are both very committed to regrabbing, stacking, both on offense and defense. Some somewhat different styles. Often you'll see Ace on their rollout, sometimes called the Ace play, with the QB stacking with another player and options on the left and the right, and kind of regrabbing and reacting depending on the defense. On the other side, Anomaly often doing just a straight dribble, running two stacks out of the offensive rollout. So teams are in the tubes. We got 3 seconds and they're coming out. Offbeat, take it away.
Yes, they are, and it is going to be Ace getting to that disc first, as it is going to bounce off to their left and not able to recover those. That backstack doing a good job from Anomaly to get in there. Little scuffle in the midfield, as we will usually see on these neutral jousts, and will be Saluna eventually coming away with it. They're looking to get it moved quick down to boot, but no, that is intercepted by Big Bot, who's going to clear that in, and it will be Anomaly getting to that disc first with the 3-on-2. Getting a bounce shot is a void for the first points of the game, putting Anomaly up 2-0.
So early days, 24 seconds, pretty quick score on the neutral joust. Typical back and forth a little bit, but then it was a clear and boost, and it was a scoop and score. So, oh, look at that. We got Patreon sponsors. Look at that. That is pretty slick. Mr. Newton Dad got us all plugged in. If you don't know about the Patreon, we'll share that a little bit, but patreon.com/VRML. We would love your support, any support you can give, because, yeah, we want to build out the assets, build out the infrastructure, and help bring even better and cooler stuff to you, the people, and to the players. Now, with the disc, avoiding the defense there, going backwards, allowing space, moving to W Taco. W Taco, oh no, double stun out, and Saluna going to get there first. A little bit of a juke and then a clear.
Yeah, good clear. Gets a couple bounces to make it hard for any defensive stacks to really come pick that up. And so it will be Rox Titan grabbing it in the corner, looking to take that long three, but not quite able to get it past all the geos, though. But the interception is cleared, and it's back in the hands of Saluna, who's taken some time looking around and is eventually going to reset that back to Rosie Hope, sitting at the top of the arena there and given a lot of space, as Rosie Hope is just going to kind of move in, looking for that pass, but no need to rush anything. There's an opening behind the net, and that is Saluna taking it from Rosie Hope and putting it in to tie this one up.
Nice work, and just really beautiful play by Ace, fully spread out, allowing spreading out the defense, and then noticing where the gap was, and Saluna found it. Rosie found Saluna. So it's a tie. It's a tie with 2-2, and it's a standard split coming from Anomaly. Backstack for Ace coming in. They've got 2 stacks rolling. First stack is now going back on a defense. So they've closed off the opportunity. Big Bot now going to need to slow it down. Resets to avoid. Rosie and Rocks adding a lot of pressure, but beautiful passing early on by Anomaly, keeping just out of the teeth of that regrabbing stack. Now Avoid going in. Not bothered, but XA. What a big time save early on.
Yeah, it definitely is, especially when the games are, both teams are kind of moving it pretty slow here and taking their time in the offensive zone. So when one of those chances can be stalled out, it really can make a big difference, as we do see one back the other way, as the defense from Anomaly doing a good job of getting back in time to break that one up. They're looking for the clear and chase that got them their first goal, but it will be read by that backstack as Rock's Titan will get it and clear it in as it falls down below the Anomaly goal. Still scooped up by the Anomaly D, as both teams are kind of looking for those long clears and chases now, but neither team really able to find it now, as it's finally the Anomaly slowing it down, looking to break those stacks, and they're not quite going to do it. Picked up by Rock's Titan, who will send it back in for Ace. They've got an opening on the ceiling. Saluna looking back, a nice little pass back to Rosie Hope. Rosie Hope over to XA. XA getting around the goalie and getting that dunk and grabbing the lead for Ace.
Oh, wow. Early on, it is all fire. Both of these teams coming out and playing beautifully well. I mean, that was great offense, but even better defense with the steal from Ace. And then they turned it around, and in transition, nice little score there. Avoid now, looking to get the stun out on the stacks, but themselves get stunned out. Now the disc is loose, so Ace has caused a turnover. Let's see how they recollect and reset.
Yeah, and they are going to reset. They've got that stack back, still under a lot of pressure from the offensive stack from Anomaly, but a good job of some nice short passes, kind of in a crowded space to still keep possession of it. That long clear is going to bounce around and still actually get out to a teammate, or at least in the vicinity of one, as it will be slapped back to the reset option. They're now with a 2-on-1. The goalie's the only one back there, and that one is going to ding off the post, and it's not quite going to go in. Avoid wisely jumping out to grab that and clear it away, as that was a scary chance to go up by 2 scores there, as it is going to be picked up the other way by the Anomaly stack. They're not quite able to get the fast break they wanted, but they still have possession. Nah, they don't. They lost it. It's going to be sent back in by Ace, who will look to chase this one down.
Rosie now with the disc, slowly moving forward. Probably going to get the backline player involved. Yes, does. Rocks Titan moving up on the bow tie, not under any pressure. So just allowing the team the time they need to find their best spacing. They are spread out now. Saluna is the open player, goes in. Beautiful play. Just absolutely beautiful work by Rocks, holding on, waiting, baiting, bringing that defense out, finding the open player in Saluna, and then once she got it on the shoulder, Saluna popping in and diving straight for the goal, for the score. Looks like we do have a timeout, and not quite sure why. All 4 players, all 8 players in the arena, but it looks like maybe Rosie was having a little bit of technical issues, as the stream is showing.
Yeah. Want to revisit that last goal for a second there. I'd like to point out how it was a very good job. The goalie in that position, you can see the one attacker coming in from the one pillar, but also out of the corner of your eye at this level, you have to know that there is that cut pass, and that cut pass is so dangerous. That threat was being presented from the opposite shoulder, and the goalie, needing to recognize that, was trying to play both at the same time, and you could see Rosie really realize that and find that short side goal. The goalie had shifted a little too far to respect that pass and left the short side goal opening. Very good job by Rosie to pick up on that and to put that one in.
Yeah, and Swag War, love the suggestion. That's exactly the kind of thing we could do if we had a little more infrastructure money. So swinging it back around to the Patreon, we do have a Patreon at patreon.com/VRML. And so I'll give a shout out to that. VRML is happy to announce the launch of the official VRML Patreon. As VR continues to grow, so does the VR Master League. We've been seeing the exceptional growth across multiple leagues, with hundreds of new players joining the VR esport community. So as such, we want to continue to expand and evolve VRML around this growth. By joining the VRML's Patreon, you are helping support VRML in achieving our mission to create a fair, community-driven, and welcoming competitive environment for all players by supporting all facets of our community. So with that, maybe let's kick it to Phenom on the sidelines. Phenom, anything particular that's jumping out to you in the first 5 minutes of this first round?
Nothing too crazy. I mean, I think both teams are still trying to figure each other out. Just kind of testing each other's limits and maybe depending on how they've warmed up so far, first match of the day. So they could be a little cold, just trying to, find themselves and their teammates along with, the kind of the play of the other team. Already it looks like Saluna's up by 4 points, not a shocker there. So, I think Ace has always been very good at, once they have the disc, it's very hard to get it away from them. So just making sure that, players like Bigbot and Acorn just putting constant pressure on the inside of the bubble, making sure that a lot of the cut passes they like to make are kind of locked down.
Cool. So it looks like Rosie is moving around. Maybe had a controller issue, because you could see Rosie kind of jiggling the controller there, hands kind of bobbing around, and she does unpause. So we're going to have the teams coming out of the tubes in just about 12 seconds.
Yeah, 12 seconds seems like an eternity after we've been waiting for a while, but I guess we can wait another 12 as we are good to go here. It is going to be Anomaly coming out of the tunnels, having just given up that quick goal back the other way, and so they will look to move it quickly as they're relaying it down quickly. 1, 2, 3 quick passes. These long passes are very accurate, doing a very good job of keeping it moving and not letting the defense really settle in on one target to kind of pressure, as W Taco now taking some time up at Bowtie's got an open option. Looking for that cut pass, and that is read by XA, who prevents that little cut, preventing what would have been an easy 2 had that gotten through, but they're coming in again. It's a void now. Oh, that pass is going to be a little off, looking for W Taco, and that is going to be scooped up by Rosie Hope and cleared up. Not quite out, though. It takes an unfortunate bounces back the other way. It's going to be W Taco putting that in for a 3. Oh, the messed up clear, and the defense vacated, ready to chase it down. And that's going to hurt, as that's a nice, easy open 3 for Anomaly.
Yeah, that hurts. And those are the kind of plays that if you get 2 or 3 that go your way like that in a tight match like this, can definitely be the difference. That was big for Anomaly. Saluna now on the ceiling, juking, waiting, trying to get a void and W Taco to commit, and trying to get the stun out, but able to get the pass off to Rox Titan. Rox moving up, beautiful pass up, backstack is engaged, but now they do retreat, worried about the attack, and it looks like the defense has caused enough pressure and will get the turnover. Acorn under pressure, though, resets to Bigbot. Oh, almost got stunned out by Saluna. The clear does look to be good, or even better, they have control moving through mid.
A couple of almost stun outs on Anomaly that they did a good job of just getting rid of the disc in time to maintain that possession and avoid the pressure coming in from that stack, as they're rewarded now with a chance in the offensive zone. There's the cut. They're looking for the pass, but that one is too well covered and is going to fall to no one, as it is now scooped up by XA, and that is going to be a solid clear all the way through. It is the Anomaly stack getting back to it first, as a void is going to clear that one all the way across, and they're going to take some time now. Look to maybe get a reset here. Not the safest one that they were hoping for, but it will still be scooped up by Bigbot, and they'll clear it up over the mid 9.
Backline player, though, Rox, does pick it up. Now the clear is good. The stacks, though, got broken up. So it's going to be, looks like it's going to be recovered. Oh no, the stacks recover in time. Rosie with the disc. Saluna has an open lane, but elects to go backwards and pass back to Rox.
Yeah, back to Rox on the back line, taking time at Bowtie, setting up, waiting for things to develop here, as these teams have done when they have the opportunity. When they get set up, they will take their time. Oh, almost miscommunication. There's the pass. They do get it off the bounce, and the reset back to Rox Titans. They are playing, Ace is playing with a 1-point lead here, so they are good to use the time here, because the time is clicking down. This first round has really kind of flown by, as we got only a minute 30 left on the clock, as Ace moving around, waiting for that perfect shot, keeping possession, and there it is. Saluna eventually, once that opportunity is there, they recognized and took it, and that lead is now extended to 3 points as Ace takes an 8-5 lead with not much time left.
And Soluna is really continuing to up her game as a player. I remember, I don't know. I mean, maybe it was just my bias, but just thinking of her as obviously one of the best long distance 3-point shooters in the game, and maybe not quite respecting the talent in the bubble. But 3 very nice bubble dives by Soluna. Oh, and another one. Although it looked like Avoid did get a hand on it. It technically goes down as a goal there.
I mean, it's the right thing to do when you've got a teammate with a clear shot on the goal. Your top priority should, of course, be to get the goalie out of it. And there's not much Avoid could do there with 2 dancing players in and on their face, just preventing them from getting any line of sight. So even if they did get any kind of hand on that, it was not going to last long, as that is going to ice it. We've got 25 seconds left here to kill to see if Anomaly can put one more on the point, but at this point, it really is just icing on the, well, not the cake, because they're not coming out of here with a win, but, you know, to get themselves ready in a better position for the next round, as is now scooped up by Saluna. Saluna looking for that long 3 that we were talking about, not going to get it, but the rebound does come to Rosie Hope, and why not give Rosie Hope one more, first ones of the game after getting a couple of assists. And that's the round. 13-5, Ace taking the first one.
So Phenom, when last we sent it to you, I think it was 6-2. It ends up 13-5. What happened?
I mean, exactly what Ace wants to happen. I mean, their key features in that entire match were making sure that they do not lose possession of that disc when they are on offense, and the super aggressive defensive rollouts that they run. So, you know, making sure that when they're playing, especially when Anomaly's trying to guard Ace, letting them hold it as long as they can is probably not the best option against a team that doesn't make errors like that. Waiting for a team to make errors is one thing, and kind of guarding the bubble. But unfortunately, with these players, they do not generally make errors in passing and positioning. So you really got to have to go out there and force that team to make those errors. So I'd like to see Anomaly come out, especially on defense, more aggressive, and then just making sure that they do not get stuck in that offensive joust loop that Ace likes to put people in. Because once they start running those really aggressive double stack rollouts, you can kind of the mental game for the offensive rollouts kind of goes out the window when you go, oh shoot, our rollouts aren't working. What do we do? Well, why don't we pull out some weird plays that we haven't done before? And you just kind of have to go in with the confidence that you can win those 1v1s and throw and pass fast enough to get around them.
Wow, thanks, Phenom. Beautiful analysis. I'll add a little bit. One thing I just saw that was really pleasing to see was just how much patience Ace took on once they got past the midway area, really spreading it out, making sure everyone was on the far ends of the walls, and making sure that whoever was open could get that pass and make an easy dive in toward the goal. Pretty exciting stuff. It looks like we did get a drop from Acorn on the side of Anomaly. So I assume it was Anomaly that made the timeout. They are able to make a timeout, of course, in between rounds. Anyone can do that, up to 4 minutes additional to the 1 minute. So Acorn's got about a minute and a half to come back in, and hopefully we'll do that. We can get this show back on the road.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this game is kind of playing out kind of as you would expect if you've kind of followed these teams for a little while and kind of know where they're each coming into this tournament seated as. Ace is coming in as the higher seed, though not by a ton. Both teams are still sitting at a 3-6 record, but Ace definitely has had the advantage in the previous matchups we've seen between these two teams, and it looks like these two teams have really been trying to play the same style of game. They'll do the occasional clear and chase attempt here and there, but mostly they've been trying to settle into this take it slow mentality. And as Phenom was saying before, the difference is coming down to how the defenses are playing against that. Because we are seeing not a ton. Keep in mind, these are still master teams, but we are seeing a little more mistakes on the anomaly side with regards to those long passes and getting some miscommunications there. So of the two teams playing this very similar offense style, one team is just doing it more consistently. And if you're running a style where you are going to be using so many passes and keep it moving for that long before attempting to take a shot on goal, those small differences will work out. If you've got one team that's going to hit 9 out of 10 passes and another that's going to hit 8 out of 10, when you've got so many passes, that will start to add up. And that's why it's been the big difference. That's why Ace took that round by 8 points, just because they've been able to consistently convert those opportunities into goals.
Great call out, Offbeat. And just checking in, we obviously do have two channels going, or maybe not obviously, if you don't know. We've got twitch.tv/EchoArena_VRML2 going. And right now that is Overkill against Ethereal. Looks like Overkill took round 1. Round 2 barely in the hands of Ethereal right now, 7-6, with a minute and a half left. So fans of third round will be rooting for Ethereal to hold that out. Looks like, oh no, oh wow, barely missed a shot there. Could have put near icing on the cake. Instead, it's going to be a fight. Overkill pushing up. So Overkill looking to take that in 2, and obviously Ethereal looking to push it to 3 while we continue to hang out here. Acorn has got back in the building, and the time is ticking down. So we've got about 10 seconds before these teams hop in the tubes.
I feel like I'm missing out on the fun opportunity here to cast 2 games simultaneously. I think that's the real challenge. That's the next level of casting. What's the word? Bragging rights. If you number of games you can cast simultaneously, we'll need to look at that for next time. But we are in the tunnels and we are ready to go here as the countdown comes. And just a reminder, because it has been a little bit, that was Ace taking the first round, and so that means Anomaly now are the ones who are facing getting knocked down to the bottom bracket early on, if I'm remembering precisely how this tournament works. And it is going to be Anomaly getting that disc initially. Big Bot on the back line is going to lose it, though, as that stack is potentially looking to move in from Ace. They're first to the disc, looking for that long through. They've got a 4-on-1. Oh, taking almost too long, but nope, Saluna's going to get that one off just in time and get the 3 to put Ace up early.
So Luna's shot is so fun to watch. The big long windup and then the absolute devastating strike, finding that top pocket. I think she was inverted, so to her bottom pocket. And just that was an 18 meter a second absolute rocket, just barely outside of the reach of the goalie. Really, really nice work. And from 3 as well. I mean, you got to have some chutzpah to go in like that. Oh no, Rosie with the big time stop. And now it's W Taco, though, getting the rebound and putting it in. So W Taco responds. Looks like Rosie had jumped out a goal there, trying to make the stop, but Anomaly ties it up.
Yeah, tying it up, and this is what we're saying. They're both running that system with a bunch of these long passes, but that was one of those instances where Anomaly was able to connect on all of them, and even after the save was made, they did a good job of recollecting that disc and getting back together and getting that second attempt on goal as the defense had kind of vacated, trying to counterattack, though. As it is now going to be Ace with XA moving it up, passing it over to Rox Titan, given lots of time here, as we have seen before, lots of time to move it up and set it up in the offensive zone, and looking for that long bounce 3. That one's not going to fall as the little slap reset back to Big Bot, as Big Bot now is going to clear that one up to the midfield. Not out, though, as it is going to be turned back. A missed opportunity there, as XA now looking to see if they can capitalize on Ace with 3 in the bubble. That's Rox Titan, and that is a 2-pointer. Absolutely converting on that missed clear to take the lead here.
Wow, nice work there, Ace, showing a lot of chemistry. Now, Anomaly. Let's see what they do on their offensive joust. We haven't seen a dribble play yet. And so, I mean, that's always my favorite. No, they go for the standard split. Ace running the double stack meta. The back stack flies in and picks it up. Rosie with the disc delivers it over to XA. XA immediately under pressure. Down to Rocks. Rocks with the duck and the dunk.
My goodness, I'm just gonna go watch that back on the stream because that was nasty. A great little, first off, the pass to get it over to Roxy and then just, woo, duck under. Oh, that one looks so good on the slow-mo. Loving that one as, wow, great little duck. That is a great clippable highlight reel material. It's just so nice when it happens like that. Feel the broken ankles, which of course you won't get here in Zero Gravity. But hey, it is still very fun to see and very satisfying to pull off. As now back the other way is Anomaly. They're doing that. They've got some time. They've got some space. They've got open man. Oh, but they are going to miss that pass. Fortunately, had someone there to play cleanup, and the centering pass coming in there, and Avoid is going to put that one in. Anomaly playing a bit more consistently on O than we saw from them in the first round, and they're keeping this one close, now bringing it to 5-7.
And Harry is hangry in the chat, asking what looks like a genuine question from first-time viewer and getting a bit trolled. It's all good and good fun. No one is playing on a Samsung Smart Fridge. But yeah, a lot of these players are playing on the CV1. I think more than one might be playing on Quest 2. But definitely a lot harder to play this game on the Quest 2 for various and sundry reasons. Now, moving forward, XA with the disc, W Taco and Avoid, adding the stack pressure, but XA does get the stun out. They've got him separated now, so a beautiful time for Ace to move forward, and that they do. Stacks recover, but now Ace has the disc in hand and will reset.
Yeah, resetting, and like we've said before, they're getting a lot of time there to kind of settle out and figure out what they want to do, which they're perfectly content to do with that 2-point lead now as the bounce pass coming in across the ceiling. Still lots of time there, lots of options. They're probably just going to reset that one back, and they do. Moving it around the bubble now, looking for that opportunity, and oh, Big Bot not quite able to keep that one out. This is going to be Rox Titan putting that one in for the 2 points and extending that lead to 4.
Nice work there. So Ace continues to just stay a little bit ahead of Anomaly. Anomaly is pressuring, but Ace is responding right back. Their double stack defense adding a lot of pressure, but Anomaly does get the disc through. Big Bot moving on the Nugget, not under pressure, but will reset, bringing the backline player into the action. Now with a little bit of motion, oh man, W Taco. Do not give W Taco an unimpeded view of the goal. Moving in bubble, that's a very dangerous player. Taco taking advantage, getting the 2.
Yeah, doing a good job there as these teams have been going back and forth for a little while, which you have to be a little concerned about if you're Anomaly. They need to do something here. They need some kind of turnover to kind of swing this in the other direction, because as long as they keep trading here, that definitely favors Ace. So they're going to need to force some kind of turnover here, which isn't going to happen if they keep playing passively back unless they have that much trust in their defense. As Saluna holding it now on Satellite, just feeling very happy to take some time as they'll move it up slowly. A good slap back to avoid the stack, as it will be Rosie Hope now sending it back to Saluna, who's just sitting there on Satellite all the time in the world. Got an open target up high, and Rosie given all of the time, but no, that is going to be stolen by Avoid, and this could be the turnover they're looking for as they get it cleared all the way down. Which stack is going to be the first? It is going to be the defense getting back for Ace.
The clear, good, goes right back behind the back stack. There's a leech there, moving ahead. Rosie doing a lot of work, but eventually W Taco does get the hand on it. Big Bot now getting stunned out though. Saluna with the disc, taking, oh my goodness. Saluna showing why she's one of the very best shooters on the planet, getting the steal, getting the stun, and with an extraordinarily quick turnaround and release, delivers an absolute strike. It is 12-7.
So little time, so little space there between the shield and the post of the goal. As a turnover here now with XA as they look to maybe counterattack quick and maybe put a few more on the points. They've got a 3-on-1 advantage here. Rox Titan choosing to slow it up though, finding an open target on the top. That's Saluna again. And Saluna with the game leading 14 points now. They're really extending this lead, and Ace starting to run away with it as the clock is now a bitter enemy of Anomaly.
So Luna, have yourself a game. Wow. You can see she had a little bit of fun on that one, kind of falling into the goal. A teensy-weensy bit of steez. As she just, had a little bit of fun with that one. And that's what the game's all about, having some fun. So good to see the players enjoying themselves. Big Bot looking to pass over to Acorn. Acorn getting stunned out. Some mean defense coming out from Ace. They are really shutting things down at key moments. That clear is not going to be good, but it will be picked up and now probably cleared through. Rosie with the disc. Yes, the clear is good. And with 2 minutes left, a lot of pressure now on Anomaly.
Yeah, pressure on Anomaly, and they need to do these quick, which means they have to unfortunately rely on a lot of these dump and chases, but that could be one of them as they're back. There's no defense, and there's an open 3, and just like that, we've suddenly got ourselves a game again. Minute 45 still on the clock, and that lead is cut to 4. It is still 2 scores, and it will still be tough, but it's more doable now than it was just a few seconds ago.
Totally. And now if you're Ace, you got to be feeling a little bit of pressure because obviously a turnover right now and a quick 2 or a 3 by Anomaly. And this is a brand new game. W Taco adding pressure. Saluna on the ceiling delivers it over to Rox. Rox over to Rosie. Rosie moving through. It looks like Anomaly does have a man-to-man, and they have completely broken it. The stack now moving. Rox recognizing and resetting.
Yeah, Ace has been doing a great job of recognizing when they have the clock on their side and when to play with that time. We saw it in the first round as they slowed it down right near the end, and they're doing it again here, and I am amazed that there is not more pressure coming in from Anomaly. There it is, finally the stack coming out to apply some pressure as they're down to now 50 seconds left, and they need 2 scores, as finally we're seeing that pressure that was been missing all along, but that one little move by XA is gonna go in, and that is going to put the final nail in the coffin. A 6-point lead with 37 seconds left. Ace is just about to punch their ticket to the next round.
Wow, nice work there by Ace. And yeah, Anomaly still master.
Yes, certainly they are. As it is cleared back in, and that shot is going to go just wide. Not quite able to get that one in as we now hit 10 seconds left on the clock. It's back the other way and put that up as 2 more points for Saluna, capping off what has been a masterful round from Saluna, scoring a total of 16 points plus the 3 assists as Ace is going to take this one in 2.
Tainam, take it away, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, that was just fantastic work by Ace. I mean, they were just in complete control that whole game. You know, the thing that I found interesting is that, you know, a lot of teams that have that, you know, more controlling style generally have kind of like a 3-up 1 back type of deal where you have one person that's generally a backline player and maybe some strikers up front and a support player. The interesting part with Ace, though, is that every time they reset, it could have been any of those 4 players, you know, Rox or Rosie or Saluna. You know, each time they reset it, you know, it was to a different player. Each time they passed it forward to a striker, it was a different player. So all 4 of those people, you know, could play any role they needed to, which made them really dangerous in any situation. So
yeah, Ta-to-b-b-b-b in chat saying Saluna goated. Absolutely. Showing off a lot of skills, not just the shot. Some of those shots came after she got the stun out and the steal and turned right back around with an open goal. So you got to respect the full range of skills that we're seeing from all of these Ace players. Just a really, really well-rounded group. So with that, I'm going to check in on VRML 2. Overkill Ethereal did go to round 3. And it looks like there's 30 seconds left. Ethereal down by 3. If you're not there, you should check it out because obviously Ethereal, if they get a 3-point score right here, they could get it. Oh my goodness! Oh! CJ delivers 12-12. It's going to overtime. We're gonna cut out real short. I'm Doc Education, offbeat on the cast. Fade off on the sidelines, Newton Dad on the backside. We'll be right back, but right now, you should go over and watch Overtime Round 3, Ethereal versus Overkill.
Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
Welcome. Second round, Elite Cup, Cycle 2, North America. I am Doc Education, the one you don't see right now. To my left is Offbeat on the co-cast, and Phenom on the sidelines. Newton Dad in support on the cams, fixing all the things even when they're broken. What an absolute legend. I hope you're all having fun. I know I sure am. Was really excited to call that shot in the Ethereal versus Overkill match. I sent it to a round 3 overtime. So the first round, obviously a lot of excitement already, and here we are with Ace against Instinct. Offbeat, tell us about it.
Tell us about it. Well, this is Instinct. There's if you've been following the league for a while, you probably know there's usually been an echelon of just like a couple super elite teams that, generally speaking, do quite well across the board. Up until this past cycle, that has been Instinct and Ignite, with the big new surprise coming in this year as the Bite of 87. So understandably, this last matchup definitely went the way of Instinct in a pretty decisive 39-15 win for them here. But Ace has the momentum here. They have a very consistent, dominant performance where they were kind of on their game very consistently the whole time, as we just saw against Anomaly. So I'm very interested to see if they're able to pull that out, and also what Instinct does differently, and if what they do differently has an impact on how efficiently Ace is able to run here.
Well, I did hear both teams ready up. So, Phenom, we'll say goodbye for now, but we'll be looking for your 5-head analysis during the break. We got 3 seconds, and the teams are coming out of the tubes. Who's going to get a head on it first? Who's going to get a hand on it? The head of an Instinct player. The hand of also an Instinct player. Passing it over, but just out of the reach, and it looks like Saluna gonna get it first. Rox and Rosie are together, although they don't get broken up. They have a little bit of an attack going, a 2-on-1. Goal is open for the moment. Passes up to Rox. Rox, fake to the backside slam from the front.
Oh, so hard to prevent those as a goalie, especially if you have no defensive support. And a good job to move that one up by Ace, but also to keep the stack from coming back and kind of messing that one up. They had a lot of time where they were just slowly moving along the floor, trying to get into a good position, and were afforded all that time thanks to the team on the backside, giving them all that time by keeping that Instinct stack stuck. As it is now, Ender moving in with some time. Taking his eyes off the defender, and Rox Titan is going to get that steal. No. Not clearing it out in time, though, as it's stolen right back by Ender. Ender dinging it off the post. That is a hard one to miss. They will still recover, though, as it's cruising on the back line, and they're going to slow this one up and pass it up to Oculusator. Onto the ceiling now to Ender, and Ender is going to put that one in, finding a couple quick passes in open passes in quick succession as we now have ourselves a tie game.
Wow. So several changes of hands there as players taking their eyes off of the defenders, maybe assuming that the stun was going to last a little bit longer than it did. And but now it's Ace. Tie game. Soluna, oh no, under pressure from Oculus Hater. Ock with the steal and the stun and the 3 and the celebration. So Instinct 5-point run now, and Ace back on the offensive joust.
Yeah, Soluna definitely got used to having, check that, the whoever's been back on Ace, whenever they have been, I think it has been Soluna most time, has gotten used to having so much time on that backline to do stuff, but not being afforded that same pleasure by Instinct, who's applying a lot more pressure here as they do move it up to Rosie Hope. Rosie Hope loses the disc for a second, but does get it back, and they are able to slowly move it in. They've got their team set up as it's Rox Titan now on the near side, passing it across to an open XA, looking to get it back across up to the ceiling. That is Soluna, as this is now Ace's game. This is the game they like to play. This is the game we've seen them run so effectively, and they are being given time to find these, as that pass is just going to be missed, and that will cost them, as Oculus Hater is going to get that one cleared out of harm's way up to the bow tie.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously the very difficult thing about Echo Arena. Oh no, Ender coming in. Oh, dodging a bullet there was Ace. They got to get rid of it now. But you know, the slow passing meta works really, really well as long as you don't make any mistake. As soon as you do, a team that's got any kind of regrabbing stack is going to take advantage of it. So here we go. Ace did get the clear, but Ender now with the disc.
Yeah, Ender with the disc, send it through. That's a long clear. That's all the way in. That is in. That long bounce shot from 49 meters out. No one really saw that one coming. No defense whatsoever back to speak of. And Instinct rolling out to that quick 8-2 lead off of the back of a couple of quick goals here.
Man, no one expected that one, not even Newton Dad. Newton Dad trying to show the whole scene, and, you know, maybe something's going to develop, and we'll see what happens. And all of a sudden, Strembitsky said, hey, I got a window. I don't care if it's 49 meters out. I'm taking the shot, and absolutely dead-eyed it. So coming in, Strem with the one-time slap. A little bit of fun. You know, maybe a little unnecessary, but up by 6 and feeling confident now. Moving with the disc, it's Rosie.
Rosie with time, given some space, given what looked like an angle, but Cruzen had that lined up the whole way and does a great job of stepping in front of that one. As here comes the clear, nearly getting through the mail slot, but it is still being picked up. Oh, the headbutt! Oh, the unfortunate headbutt, putting it right in the hand of Strembitsky behind the goal. Oh, that is so unfortunate for Ace, but great for Instinct, who probably didn't need the luck, but here they are getting a little extra and now have an 8-point lead.
Yeah, that's tough. Strem just in the right place for that one. So Ace now is going to be moving up. They do not run their typical play. Soluna with the disc delivers it down low. Rox under pressure from Strem. Got to try to get rid of it. No. Strem from behind. Soluna, though, jumping into the lane and taking it right out of the hands, although cruising in is Cruzen.
Yeah, Cruzen given a lot of time, making the little fake pass there, eventually getting that other one off as it is Strembitsky with the disc, making the move. Lots of options. Elects to go to Ender. Ender putting that one in, as Instinct is running like a well-oiled machine right now. They are applying that pressure to Ace as they're attempting to roll out, and they are capitalizing on the turnovers that has been forced. Very possibly due to the fact that Ace got used to having a little bit of a cushion to work with in that last game against Anomaly, and they do not have that now.
Oh, Instinct is firing on all cylinders. They need no warm-up. I'm sure they got some kind of warm-up. Strem. They're just winning the one-on-one battles. Getting a lot of stuff. Oh, that had a chance. But yeah, just getting a lot of stuns and steals in the backfield and creating offensive opportunities that are very difficult to stop because the defense doesn't have a chance to set up. Oculus Hater juking, getting stunned out by XA, but picked up immediately by Ender and reset.
Yeah, reset, and it is back to Cruzen, who's doing a good job of holding onto that disc despite being under pressure. Gets it off to Strembitsky, and Strembitsky is going to slap that around from the back, keeping up this onslaught as it is now 14-2 for Instinct. We still have almost 4 minutes left to go here as Ace really struggling to get much going offensively. They've been stuck in their own zone for quite a while now.
They have the defense from Instinct. They keep running different looks at Ace, and it's causing a lot of pressure and havoc. They're not able to get a great read on it, and they're just constantly under pressure. Just really great play by Instinct. I mean, still amazing play by Ace, but Instinct just causing a lot of pressure. There you go. Saluna on the backside.
Yeah, Ace doing a great job of, once they do get over mid and are able to set something up, doing a very good job of turning that setup into points. If they can keep hitting those, it should be more chances for them, as long as they can keep getting up over mid. But that is the hard part, as now it is going to be Instinct with only their second rollout of the game here, as they move in quick succession through Oculusator down to Ender. Ender with a lot of space there, and they are going to look to slowly set this one up, looking for that long pass in. It is going to hit a Geo on the way there and will be scooped up by Rosie.
Saluna now with the disc. Waiting, holding. Rosie and Rox were regrabbing. They have enough speed. I think Rosie's going to get a hand on it, but the tap actually goes to Cruisin'. Oh, right back to Rosie, who read it and delivered an absolute rocket. 19 meters a second from 2 meters out. You do the math. That's about a tenth of a second from the hand to the goal. No way you're going to catch that one. So not out of it yet. Down 8 with 2 minutes left. Let's see what they can do on their defensive joust.
Yeah, Ace definitely starting to apply more pressure here, as they need to if they want to try and get back into this one. That stack unfortunately floating apart, so they're not able to keep that pressure up, as the long clear comes in here and is going to be scooped up by Strambitsky, who's got making a couple moves to get open and finds Oculusator on Satellite. And Instinct, realizing they're playing with the clock advantage, are going to pass this one back, slow it back, but oh, dinging it off the post. That's the third long 3 off the post we've seen from them so far, as Saluna doing a good job to get back and grab the one off the goal line, as Instinct was threatening to tuck that one in from the back. The long shot coming in here, the bounce is coming. Oh, and getting back is Ender to keep that on away, which looked like a sure goal, and Instinct clears that one out of harm's way.
Such a fast reaction by the offensive player to get that disc off the backboard, but an even faster reaction by Ender. Beautiful work, and now Ender's going to back it out, and with only a minute left, I do believe we are out of time on this first round. Ace has played absolutely ace, but Instinct just a little bit too much in this first round.
Yeah, a little too much, but there are silver linings here. There are rays of hope for Ace. They have definitely done a much better job as this round has gone on, as they've adapted to the style of game that Instinct has been giving them. As they steal this one back, as Rox Titan looks to clear that one in, it's going to bounce off of Bowtie. As we hit the 30-second mark there, they are first to the disc, and they've got themselves a little 4-on-2 here, as it's sent back to Rox Titan, who's going to move in, make a nice move, and oh! Tried to catch Cruisin' sliding across, but Cruisin' able to reach back to get that one. Second attempt come in. That one also stopped by Cruisin'. Cruisin' with nothing to gain from it, but still getting the saves anyways to keep this at 6 points for Ace.
Wow. Amazing saves by Cruisin', absolutely shutting the door and making, oh my god, again! 3 massive saves by Cruisin'. As you mentioned, Offbeat, it doesn't do anything for the end of the round, but it's gotta be getting into the psyche of Ace. Phenom, take it away.
Much different Ace offense than we saw in the last match, and you can just tell immediately how much pressure that they're under. Every single pass they are contested. Every lane that they have is either, covered or being, adjacently covered. They're having a much harder time trying to find those passes, and it's just from the very aggressive, oppressive nature of the kind of mid defense of Instinct. And then especially on Instinct's offense is really playing that 3 up, 1 back. Cruisin' likes to kind of stay farther back. So even if you are to, get lucky and stop Oculusator crawling up a wall for a second, even that clear is then dangerous for Cruisin' just to hop out from behind a Geo and snag that and give it right back to to the team. So I think in the future I'd like to see Ace run something a little bit more aggressive to see if they can get around, some of the man defense that they're running. But this is a like you were talking about, a super team, so it's going to be really difficult to find openings. You got to kind of create your own stuff, and it's going to be a difficult battle.
Well, let's see if Ace can get a little bit of momentum coming in, maybe get an early lead, and try and send this to a round 3. Rosie, going in all. I don't think that was Rox's intention, but Rox did steal the 2 points from Rosie. Still goes down as a 2 for Ace.
Yeah, I don't think they care too much here. I know Rosie, we all know Rosie had a great first game here, and I'm sure they are happy to get whatever points they can, whoever they come off the hand of, or the head of, as it is a nice quick 2 points, which is definitely what Ace needed here if they wanted to kind of get momentum swinging back their way. Saluna doing a good job back on defense, both getting that disc initially and getting the clear out as it bounces down in the instinct zone. It is going to be picked up, and that is a 3 coming in for Ace, as wow, they've jumped out to a quick 5-0 lead here. That is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Amazing. Saluna continuing to show the skill. Beautiful read on that stack. Got a couple of taps to juke out of the way of 2 defenders, and then sent an absolute strike at a very difficult angle. Not super far away, but the angle was extraordinarily tight, and she found the window. So Saluna continuing to show up, and Ace up by 5 right now as Rox clears it through.
Yeah, clears through, so they've got another chance here if they can get that stack on it. The instinct stack took another half second to try and get that read, and they're not able to recover it as Rosie with the disc now, and Rosie gonna put it in. Where did this come from? As Ace is now up 7-0, and we have not even ticked 2 minutes into this game.
Amazing. Ace really thriving in the transition. You can see Rosie and Saluna having a little bit of a dance, having some fun. Always good to see that. So let's see what Instinct does right now. Oculusator with the disc, juking, getting stunned out. Saluna with an open goal opportunity, but Cruisin does create enough of a pressure that Saluna decides to hang on to it. Gonna get everyone set up, has XA on the left side, delivers it down to Rox. Rox has an open goal opportunity, gonna go one-on-one, Cruisin. Oh my goodness, says no.
Yeah, saying no, as we saw near the end of that first round, and clearly carrying that into round 2 as they needed to do to prevent Ace from even further extending that lead. As Instinct uncharacteristically struggling to get much set up now, as the aggressive play from Ace is really keeping them on their toes. As there's Saluna again, and Saluna is not going to miss that 3. That is 10-0. We are halfway to a mercy over Instinct, which honestly, after watching that first round, felt a little unthinkable. And there, coming in, is the timeout from Instinct, and I am not at all surprised that they take that one there.
Wow. So Instinct taking round 1 pretty convincingly, but Saluna absolutely popping off in this second round. And I believe Saluna has 8 of the 10 points that Ace has right now. But in any case, yeah, it's a completely different round here in round 2. And it looks like it was just a quick little mental reset oh no, it is still paused. Oh, now it is unpaused. So yeah, we'll wait. Was going to send it to Phenom, but we'll wait for the end of round analysis. We're hoping to go to round 3, obviously, as fans and casters, always rooting for those exciting round 3s and overtimes. Now, Instinct moving up.
I love a good underdog story. I am sickly biased in their favor, and I'll try and keep that in check here. As Instinct now looking to move the other way, trying to make the most of that reset, and that reset with the timeout is doing good work, at least initially here, as they're able to make a nice play all the way down the field and get a nice quick 2 points, taking only 14 seconds to put that one in and breaking that shutout on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and one and only Dash in the chat saying Instinct will go Burr right now. Absolutely. Very quick response there and putting their first 2 points on the board. So now on their defensive joust, where they got so many turnovers in round one, and that'll go down as a turnover. Although Saluna does recollect it. Rosie with the disc now moving forward, rocks on the shield. Rosie all the way in unopposed, 12-2.
Who needs teammates as Saluna does it all on her own, doing a great job to duck in and around past a couple defenders and a goalie, putting that one in just to kind of say, hey, that was not a fluke. You are not about to turn the tables on us. We are keeping this 10-point lead, as back the other way now is Instinct to see if they can recover from that, as we are getting close to the midway point of this round. Oculusator taking it, juking down below underneath the valley. Gets it off to Ender, but that stack is on them quickly. It is Saluna clearing it all the way down. They've recovered it. That stack accuracy is on target, and Saluna, Saluna putting in another 3, and we are at 15-2. Great turnover, great turnaround, and great punish with that 3.
Amazing. Saluna is absolutely on fire today. Again, showing off all the skills. That was a defensive stack turnover that turned into a very quick clear and boost, and then a big-time strike for a 3. Now they're going to try and do it again. Oh, just barely. Oh, turned into a shot. Rosie, though, just a little bit too late. Ender and Stram coming in and getting the disc stolen. Rosie now in the area. But Instinct really struggling with the pressure. Oh my goodness, Saluna from the trap has not missed. 14 points, 18-2, ace.
Saluna! What is this? Saluna leading the game in points with 14, leading the team in saves with 3. Saluna all over, doing it all, as Instinct is really struggling here as they turn that one over again. Do get it right back, fortunately, thanks to Cruisin' on the back line, and they're moving it back the other way, and Strumbitsky finally going to put some points back on there for Instinct, getting that 3 from the corner before the D could get back, as finally putting some stop to the absolute tidal wave that has been ace this round.
Yeah, and the one thing Ace can't do right now is leave open goal 3 opportunities, because Ender, Ock, Stram, and Cruisin', all 4 of those players can hit big-time 3s and get steals just like that. Oculusator, oh no. 6 very quick points, lead down to 12 with 3.5 minutes left. Ace has got, I mean, it's strange to say up by 10 with 3.5 minutes left, but Ace needs to be careful right here.
Yeah, well, I think that's part of the problem. They know they need to be careful, and their concept of careful that they usually run, careful is this stop, slow it down here, take some time, go it out a player, and then make the quick pass, but that's not working, because those passes are being covered, and they're not able to get these quick passes out. Honestly, it's weird to say it, but the careful is probably just going to keep playing this aggressive plan that they've been running with. As the long 3 there is Rosie Hope going to be putting that one in, and this is what they need to see. Honestly, you want to play careful when you're in this situation, but this is working, and you kind of got to keep rolling with this, because when you have something that's working against one of these elite teams at the top of the Master Division, you got to run with it.
15-point lead, 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. Ender moving up. Strem passes it to Cruisin'. Cruisin' now back to Strem. No, Ock on the station. Delivers it now down to Ender. Ender with the 3. No, a little bit bold. It goes off that projected pyramid, the protruding pyramid. And that's going to be bounced off the nugget. That might have gone in if it weren't for the pesky nugget. But down 13 with 2 minutes left. Time is running out for Instinct.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ender has been struggling. There's been a few of those 3s. Oh, I was going to say a few of those 3s that Ender hasn't quite been able to finish, missing some open targets. But that has not been a problem for Ace, as now they take it up 24-8. I think that's pretty much going to do it for the game, as that is now 16-point lead, only 4 points away from a mercy, and I'm pretty confident that we are going to see a round 3. And what a round 3. I have no idea which teams we're going to see in that round 3, as another interception. Not quite able to capitalize on it, though, as that clear is coming back in. No, Ender finally listening to my critique and putting in a 3. And it's not going to mean too much here. but it means everything for the mental game of Instinct now.
This whole game is a highlight reel. I mean,
So
there
true.
have been 35 points scored in 9 minutes of play. That, I can't do the math, but that's a lot of points, y'all. This is a lot of points.
Wow, and we're not done yet. Still a minute left to go, as it is Saluna on the ceiling with an open target across, but not quite able to get it across there, as it is stacked back here the other way by Instinct. It's going to take an unfortunate bounce off of Vigio, though, and they're not able to immediately turn it into points. They're going to get that clear in past Cruzen, as Cruzen now looking to get a leech on there. They're looking for that long three, as we hit 40 seconds left on the clock now. Cruzen picks up on the back end, trying to clear it out. It will eventually be Ender getting it all the way through, and that's going to bounce deep into the ace bubble, as there'll be a bit of a scuffle for it. It's going to get picked up on the bottom line there by Oculusator under the goal to Strembitsky with a couple of fakes, and Strembitsky will put it in for what's likely the last points of the round, but that is still not going to be enough.
Absolutely insane. As the clock ticks down, we got 13 seconds left, but 12 of them are going to go away by the timer. So, well, we're going to go ahead and say this one is in the books for Ace. We're going to a round 3, and we're going to send it to Phenom on the sidelines. Phenom, what was different about round 2?
Well, I mean, other than I think the mean shot distance from that game was, I think, 35 meters. It was 37 points in that game. I mean, it was just shooting. It was just like a shooting gallery for that entire 10 minutes. The stacks were also on fire from both teams. There was a lot of. It wasn't even so much clear and boosting, because it was more like clear and then grabbing and then passing and then immediately shooting it from 30 meters out. I mean, it was an unbelievable spectacle of accuracy from these high level players. The other big thing was that in this game, the first 10 points came from that not so advantageous joust advantage, and getting stuck in that loop. It's what makes Echo Arena kind of a streaky game. When you get the joust advantage, it becomes somewhat difficult to kind of get out of that loop sometimes. So for that first 10 points, the defensive rollouts from both these teams are really strong, and so they're kind of, whoever gets those kind of points, if you can keep them on the advantage, you can streak out some long threes, especially when Saluna's hitting everything from 40 out.
Wow, yeah. Who needs the clear and boost when you can have the clear and shoot? So now let's see what happens here in round 2. Round 1 won convincingly by Instinct. Round 2 absolutely dominated by Ace, and round 3 starts with the slam from Rox.
Rox with the slam, but that was no easy slam, making a couple moves behind the goal on some of the best players to play the game, getting all the way around and setting up that dunk as wow, a nice quick 2 points for Ace as they're looking to ride that wave of momentum over from the last round. As the clear coming in from Instinct, not great, as is going to be picked up on the back end, and here come the stacks. The stacks all missing as it takes a bounce. None of them were really looking for, and that's going to get cleared slowly into the Ace end, where they will still be first back to collect it.
Ace delivering it over. Beautiful pass. Rock's going to take a shot a little bit high. It takes a favorable bounce for Ace. Rosie juking, waiting, sending it in. Oh, no. Just barely missing. Oh, but the rebound almost goes in as well. Ender picks it up and clears it out.
A couple close ones there. Instinct very lucky to get out of that one, as this could be a bit of a turn that they needed if they're able to turn this into some points of their own. The reset back to Cruzen getting stunned out, but not before getting it off to Strembitsky. Back to Cruzen, a couple of quick passes there right before stuns, just barely hanging on to it. As is going to be Ender now on the ground, moving around a bit, slowing it down, finds Strembitsky open on the other side. Strembitsky dodges the stack, gets it off the head of Rox Titan, and that is a tie game. Instinct is here to make a game of it here in this third round.
Strem literally went 1v4. He made a re-grabbing stack miss, and then juked one stack, and then ducked under and around another defender. Absolutely, and then finished on the goalie. Absolutely insane from Strem, and it's tied up 2-2.
Tied up at 2s as that stack from Instinct is giving them a little bit of space, looking to pounce as soon as the pass is made. But a couple quick passes in quick succession has got Rox Titan open here with a bit of space up on the shoulder, has an open pass across to the corner, draws the goalie out, and Rosie Hope answers back as Ace reclaims the lead.
Yeah, nice work there by Rox, using that shoulder as a shield and finding the cutting player, Rosie. Also, very nice timing, going in slowly, increasing the amount of time that she had in the bubble and that the player, Rox, could make the pass off. So nice work there. And now it's, wow, what a return. Oh, what a jump by Soluna. Who other the name we've been calling out all game, although Cruising on the back line gets it back for Instinct.
Back for Instinct, and oh, the ding! Oh no! Soluna was definitely not expecting that one to suddenly bounce into her hand off of the post and just floats in with the disc before she could even realize what was going on. Oh, very unfortunate, but good sustained pressure by Instinct, getting that to the goal. And just like that, now we have ourselves a tie game once again.
Soluna moving, passing. Rox looking to get the stun out, does for the moment, keeping that stack separated, but the stack does get back together and now adding pressure. They're coming in. Looks like Strem will recollect. Oh no, Rosie gets there first, although Rosie's ender move is read by Strem, not going for the stun out, instead just stealing it. And now Ender, it looks like, is going to pick it up and haul it in.
Yeah, 2 points back the other way, taking advantage of that turnover and moving it down the field really quickly, taking their first lead of this round, as it has still been back and forth between these two teams here, as we're already approaching nearly at the midway point of this first round, as now it is back in the hands of Ace, as Soluna instead gonna dip under the nest, taking a little bit of a different approach from most of the rollouts we've seen, and it's passed underneath to XA, and they are going to look to slow it up here, kind of get back to their own regular rhythm, but that pass is a little off though, and that might cost them, as Strembitsky coming in to try and punish. Strem and Oculus 8 are going to look to try and counterattack this one, as it is wide, but here comes that stack. It's Ender on the opposite side, and Instinct now with 3 back-to-back goals, pulling ahead here 8-4.
It's a great read by Ender, and obviously a fairly easy finish, but Oculusator, I mean, if you watch that replay, just popping out, grabbing the disc, and popping the head out, and just with a very easy flick coming within inches of delivering a disc into a disc-sized hole. I mean, there's absolutely no room on the bottom of that sometimes called the coin slot there, wow, just an amazing shot turned into a beautiful clear with such confidence from Oculusator. Cruising on the back line, up 8-4, 4.5 minutes. Ace now with the disc.
Yeah, with the disc, they got some time. They're going to try and set this one up, as that stack from Instinct is looking to pounce on wherever that pass goes. And they do, as Ender is going to grab that disc back and clear it all the way back into the bubble, bouncing down into the corner now. It's going to be Soluna, but Soluna under pressure, stolen by Strem, and Strem is going to put that one in, as Instinct rolling now up 10-4. They've changed up their defense a little bit, and Ace has not been able to adjust.
Yeah, Instinct going back to winning a lot of those one-on-one battles. Strem just taking the disc in the backfield, and obviously an easy finish from there. So, yeah, let's see what Ace can do. Soluna with the disc on QB. They run a 1-2-1, do Instinct. The middle stack, Ender and Strem, adding a lot of pressure, but Ace, beautiful passing so far. Now with the disc, Rosie going to deliver it down to the left side, XA. XA bringing it into the backline player, Rox. And now they've got all 4 players. Soluna on the top side. XA is open on the left. Baits Strem out. Rox delivers back to Rosie. Oh, but again, a one-on-one play won by Instinct. Ender with an absolute incredible steal. Oh no, almost a big-time 3, and it's back in the hands of Oculusator.
Yeah, back, and they're still dangerous, as behind the goal is going to be Strembitsky putting this one in, as Instinct is firing on all cylinders back where we saw them in round 1, as they are going to tuck that one away for another 2 points, as Ace really, we touched on it at the break, that this game is such a game of momentum and rolls, as pretty much Ace has done very well. Oh no, not very well there, but they have been given some time. What I'm trying to say is they've done very well when Instinct has been able to start with the disc and when they've been able to be the ones applying pressure. But now that they've been on this bit of a run the other way, they really need to get one goal back to kind of start that tide the other way, and maybe that's what they're looking for, as XA is going to put that one in and cut this to a 6-point lead.
Nice work there by XA and Ace. Soluna with the assist. So again, on their defensive joust, Ace, we'll see what they can do, but especially, Instinct has looked very good on their offensive joust. Delivers it over the right side. Looks like they're running a right side relay. Can't quite connect, though. Backline stack picks it up. Rosie with the disc. Rocks in the area. Going to do a little bit of guarding as Rosie attempts the clear out. But Oculus Hater will get it, tap it back, and reset.
Yeah, cruising there for that reset, playing so far back that it really is. You don't need to be too precise with those resets. You can pretty much just throw it anywhere in the general direction, and your teammate will have time to react to it, as Ender now with some space underneath has an open target below the goal, and instead of looking for that cut pass, they are going to send it all the way back to cruising, as they've realized they are now playing with a 6-point lead. So the longer they can milk that clock, the better off they'll be, as there it is. They're going to take that one as Termbitsky opens up in front of the goal. That's a 14-6 lead, and I think Ace's time might be up.
Yeah, that's 8 points is at least 3 goals. Could be 3 threes, could be two threes and a 2. But with 1:20 seconds left, they're definitely going to have to do some work coming in. Adding a lot of pressure is Instinct. They get the disc, even if they just burn about 20 more seconds off, it will officially be over. Ender with the disc, juking. Rocks coming out, getting the stun out, getting the clear, but who's there? It's Strembitsky. Closing the door on the hopes of Ace and clinching it for Instinct.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Instinct was playing all around much more consistently. Ace definitely put on an incredible show for us when they were able to ride that wave of momentum, but just not able to adapt the same way that Instinct was. Instinct doing a good job of changing up their game plan, changing out their defensive rollouts to kind of adjust for how Ace was playing, and really paid off in that third round as they move in one more time, back and forth. Who's it going to be? Who gets to take it in? It's Ender. Ender is going to put that one in, giving us what's likely to be a final score here of 19-6.
And that will do it. There will be no time once the timer goes down. Ace putting on an absolute show in round 2. Lots of highlight clips to enjoy from that one. But for now, we are going to send it to Phenom for the closing analysis.
Yeah, Instinct just turned it back on. Ace could not find the same extreme speed that they had in round 2 like that, and the skill of the Instinct team really came out and were able to, again, like round 1, prevent them from setting up or from having an open goal. Looks like Cruisin was playing a little bit more back line, just to make sure that there were a lot of times where you could see an Ace member wind up, see Cruisin in the goal, and then have to change their plan, whereas in round 2, that just didn't happen. They just had open goal after open goal. So that one change for Instinct made a huge difference for them. So it was a fantastic match to watch, though. Especially that round 2 was just an absolute training course for how to make shots under pressure. So
well said, Phenom. Just checking into the bracket, and I'll type it in, or Newton Dad will send it in. But it looks like Oceans did beat Overkill, so they are moving on to face Ignite in the bottom bracket, and Instinct is going to move on to face the Bite of 87, as Offbeat mentioned in the pre-game show, kind of the unexpected challenger. It's been Instinct and Ignite all season long, but Bite of 87 has challenged both teams. So Let's see. We're gonna see Instinct playing against a very hungry Bite of 87, as there is prize money involved. If I have my math right, I believe it's $400 going to the winner of this tournament, $250 going to the second place, and $100 each going to the third and fourth place teams. So all of Bite of 87, Instinct, Ignite, and Oceans, the four remaining teams, will get some prize money. But there's a big difference between $100 and $400. I don't know how much. I'm not a mathematician, but it's a lot. So these teams are gonna be getting after it. Well then, Offbeat. Anything you want to say before we reset and get these other teams in?
Not much. We got a couple more exciting games still to come. It only gets better from here as we've got the best of the best coming up here. Bite of 87, Instinct, you're not going to want to miss that one.
Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Welcome back to the third round of the NA Cycle 2 Elite Cup. I always have to look at the title for that because it's, you got EU, you got Cycle 1, you got Cycle, I just like, it's anyway, I made it through. I am Doc Education. To my left on the co-cast, Offbeat. To his left on the sidelines, Phenom. And on the cams, it is the amazing Newton Dad, and we have got Arrow Knight helping us out on the moderator team. Thank you. And we also have muffins. If you want them, Offbeat's been showing us his, and they look delicious. So Offbeat, tell us, were they delicious, and what are you looking for in this game against Instinct, with Instinct and Bite of 87?
I would like some expert analysis on the muffin, please.
All right, expert analysis. So, homemade muffins, I'm still a little new to the baking game, but definitely trying to get it more and more often. Mainly because I am needing to get snacks for myself that aren't the worst. And so this one is actually a relatively healthy, relatively for a muffin, right, snack that Doc Education was generous enough to share in the chat. It's kind of an apple cinnamon one. I replaced the cinnamon with some pumpkin pie spice I had lying around. So, yeah, definitely enjoying it. Enough to say that this is my second one in the last 5 minutes. Not gonna show us the muffins? I am showing you the muffins. Hang on, are they not on the stream there? There we go. There we go. That's the guy. Anyways, we do have what is one of the premier matchups here in Echo Arena. We have Instinct and we have Bite of 87. If you've been with us here all evening so far, you have seen Instinct and their consistent dominant play, with the exception of that one round. So, they do have an Achilles heel if Bite can find it. And Bite, the big surprise of the season, coming in and earning their spot in Master last cycle and looking to earn some money off of it in today's game.
Yeah, and Instinct, they've got 2 losses on the cycle. One went to Ignite and one went to the Bite of 87. So there's some blood, there's some bragging rights on the line, as well as some sweet cash. Remember, the winning team of the Elite Cup gets $400. $400. And the second place team gets $250. The third and fourth place teams each get $100. So in this game alone, there's $150 on the line. Both Instinct and Vive 87 are guaranteed, being one of the 4 last teams, to have $100 each. But they want more. They want more. And we're about to get some more. With 3 seconds left, these teams are coming out of the tubes.
The muffin is down, the voice is watered, and here we go, as it is going to be Ender grabbing that disc off the bat. Got a lot of time, not going for the head button, deciding just settle down with it and passing it across to Cruisin, their consistent backline player. As Ender is going to move up with it, not liking what he sees, and is going to get it back to Cruisin. Cruisin back to Ender. Ender back to Cruisin. Maybe no, they're covering Cruisin, but instead leaving Oculusator open on the shield. You can't do that, and that is 2 points as Instinct grabbing that early lead.
Ock doing Ock things, spinning around in the bubble. Oculusator, one of the most dangerous players once they get in short range, absolutely. And showing why on that play. Now, Ryruff delivering it over to the right side. Swag War in the area, does collect it. Oh, just barely missing the 3. And this game might come down to who makes and misses, who dings and dings out.
Yeah, and that is a ding. That is the first ding. That is one that could potentially prove costly as Ender. Second try, though, that one's going to go in thanks to a stunned goalie sitting there hopelessly watching on shield. As Instinct looking to pick up right where they left off. Now coming in here up 5-0.
Wow. Yeah. A ding out by the Vive 87. And another ding out by Instinct, but a recollection and a 3. Now a 5-point lead. Instinct running a 1-2-1 middle stack, causing pressure. Backline player Cruisin gets a hand on it. Gets cleared out to Oculusator. The stacks are flying. Teams are moving very quickly, and they are already fully spread out. Now Ender with the disc and resetting to Oculusator. Immediately sending it back in, though. They are on an attack. Ender flying in. Ender to Stram. Stram with the slam.
Awesome, beautiful disc movement there as they were crisp, clean passes, moving it all the way down. And both players sitting in the bite of 87 goal were recognizing that that pass was probably going to come down to Strem below the goal, but both just a little too late as that pass came in a little too quick, finding Strem in perfect position to put that one in. As Bite stalls now, trying to get an attack of their own going, as it does get cleared back out. But now it is Ryruff picking it up and moving it into Hunavelli, who I had the pleasure of casting with the other day.
Hana delivers it over to Swag War. Swag War wisely backing out as the players had not set up. And so now we'll pull Oculusator out of the bubble, adding pressure. Swag War delivering it over. Oh no, can't quite connect with Hunavelli. It's going to be a bit of a race. Hana does react in time to get it back to Swag War. So let's see what they do now. Bite of 87 moving up. Ryruff. Oh, just barely inside the bubble. Will go down as a 2, which is good because Bite of 87 needed to stop the bleeding and get some points on the board.
Yeah, Ryruff doing a great job of goading the goalie out there. Goalie stepping out of the goal, trying to make a read there and get the steal before it could get walked in, and was ultimately punished for that. As Oculusator now bouncing around, trying to keep the disc away, finds teammate Ender down. Ender looking for that long one, but that is picked up on the back line by Time, and Time is going to move it up to Ryruff, and they got some space before the stack comes in, but taking too long on that as the stack comes and punishes that. Ender looking down to Oculusator. Oculusator looking for that cut pass, gets it off the wall, but not in the right place as Time is going to get the clear.
Hunavelli moving up, wisely pausing, pushing off. Oculusator getting endered on that play. Now Time delivering it down low. It's going to be Swag War moving up under pressure. Oculusator causing a lot of havoc in the backfield. Nearly causes a turnover, although it will be back in the hands of Ryruff. Swag War, no. Hunavelli moving up. Time. Oh, from above. Nice finish.
Oh, you can see that it was all planned, just a one in, forward and back like a maestro with their baton, just conducting this whole game, putting that one in for 2 points. Very, very neatly done. As Bite starting to kind of regain their footing, coming a little bit cold, but they are definitely starting to show why they have kind of made a little niche for themselves as one of the top teams here in NA, as they do a good job of getting back there and preventing Strembitsky from putting that one in. They get it cleared up to the tunnel, not out, but that's okay because they've got the stacks there to collect on the end. It's stopping at the shield. Ryruff lining up that 3, putting it in before the stack can get back, and we have a tie game.
Tie game 5 minutes in, and a little bit of a gamble there by Ryruff, stopping and pulling back on the shield, and nearly giving the regrabbing stacks for Instinct enough time to come back, but they couldn't catch up to that one. It goes down as a 3, and Instinct is now on their offensive joust, cruising with the disc, delivers it down low. It's going to be in the hands of Ender. Ender to Stram. Stram with the one-timer. Clapping back 12 seconds later.
Stram just so open there. Defense couldn't get back and settle into a position in time. And Instincts, with the experience, absolutely recognizing that was open for the punish, and they are able to do so. So now, after taking a 7-0 lead, giving up 7 points, it's now back in the hands of Bytes to see if they are going to be able to turn this one around, or if it will be another run back the other way for Instincts. They're looking good here as they've got a couple moves, all looking for that reset, but under pressure from Oculusator, Ryruff has to abandon ship, and that clear coming in is going to take a little bit of a bounce that they weren't looking for. Given time for the Byte, defense gets that back up, and they will reset it back to the goal. Oh, a little dangerous. They're not able to hold it. The slap looking for a teammate isn't going to find it, and Ender now with the disc got an open teammate under the goal, but no, taking it back is Hunavelli, and they will get that cleared.
Wow, so Bite of 87 making a few little mistakes here. Ryruff elects to pass back. The goal was open, but maybe just didn't see it with all the pressure and bodies in the way. Swag War on the ceiling. Time gonna deliver it over to the left side. Ryruff moving up. Swag War still wide open, does finally deliver. Swag War gonna back it out though. Time over to Rye. Rye has to jump off the Geo and now delivers back to Swag. Swag has Ryruff cutting. Yes! Wow. Beautiful in and out play, back and forth. Bite of 87 showing a lot of poise and patience. Masterful on that play.
Very, very well done as these teams continue to battle back and forth as we now hit 3 minutes left, where every point is going to matter as we find ourselves dead even at 9s after what's been a couple back and forth few minutes as Instincts moving in quickly. They've got the one-on-one there with the goalie, not finding the angle they want as Ender just back and forth waiting for something as Oculusator is going to push up there. All 4 of them in the bubble. You don't often see that here from Instinct, as is going to be Ender looking at the shield, gets it off to Oculusator, but that's not going to be enough as it does get cleared out, and with that stack, it's going to be Ryruff sending it down. There's no cruising back as they usually have, but it will be Ender getting back to that first to pick it up off the line and keeping this in their possession. And it is picked up here by Cruisin, who's holding the disc, looking for a teammate behind the goal, but very well read by Time there to pick that one up and get it out of harm's way, as the disc is still held by Instinct. They're keeping up the pressure very well as Oculusator with the disc bouncing around to sides to pass it back. Instinct knows that if they take the time and if they find a good read, they are going to be able to put it in pretty consistently as long as they don't rush it. So they're not behind. They don't need to rush it too much. And there is a good bounce pass off the back. Strembitsky putting that one in, and Instinct's grabbing the lead again.
Wow. 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 Strem, what a finish. And with a minute and a half left, every goal right now is absolutely huge. 11-9, 2-point lead. Bite of 87 down. Gonna be feeling a little bit of pressure. Let's see if they can keep that poise. Swag War with the disc, juking Strembitsky for the moment, enough to get it off. Oh no, Stram jumps the lane there. Ender with the disc. Do not give that man a lane. Ender with the strike, and not quite sealing the deal. There still is technically time left for Bite of 87 to respond, but it's going to be very close.
Yeah, Ender has been off and on with 03s today. Sometimes absolute fire and sometimes dinging off the post. This time, why not both? As dinging it off the post and in to take that critical 5-point lead. Is back the other way. Needs to go quick. Bite looking for that 3. Oh, they're going to get the 3. 30 seconds left on the clock, and they've given themselves a chance here. If they can get this rollout, cutting that to within 2 points, it's going to be close.
So there's going to be about 12, 13 seconds left once they come out. That is plenty of time to get a steal and a score, and it could be a 3. Let's see what Bite of 87 can do. Instinct just needs to clear it, and now with that, there may be enough time. 5 seconds left. Disc is delivered in. It's going to be in the hands, though, of Cruisin', and Instinct will take round 1. Very close. But does go to Instinct, and right now, we're going to go to our man, Phenom.
I mean, what a game. What a game. That was very close. I mean, both teams very evenly matched there. It really came down to, other than just personal skill, the defensive and offensive strategies of those two teams. Instinct playing kind of more of the 3 up, 1 back that they normally do with Cruisin' on the back line. Against the Bite defense, though, 3 people were generally not enough to penetrate. So when they scored, it was either because they grabbed it in mid on a good opportunity, or they got, they waited for that one opening and hit it and, scored on it that way. Whereas on the other side, Bite was doing a lot of 4-person offense, and it was becoming, it was kind of drawing the defense of Instinct pretty thin. Thankfully, though, it looked like Bite was trying to use behind the goal as a lot of their pass options in the same way. But Cruisin' is a pretty aggressive goalie. He generally doesn't stay center goal very much unless he's under pressure. So watching for that a lot, Cruisin' was covering either anything around goal and creating that 4-on-4 experience instead of the kind of 4-on-3.5 that the offenses do. So we'll see. Hopefully another really close match here for round 2.
Agreed. So Bite of 87 came very close in round 1. Let's see if they can do the same. Maybe take round 2 and send it to a round 3. They get a steal to start. They get Stacks moving in, but on the back line, the man Cruisin', and he's going to deliver it in. Oh, no. Oculusator from below. 3-point lead for Instinct.
Oh, you could see as soon as that first pass was made that they had a plan to turn this all the way back around as tic-tac-toe, finding the disc, inevitably finding its way to Oculusator to put that in for the nice open 3, making no mistake tucking that one in. And Instinct looking to take this as they get another interception, and that's another one just gonna bounce wide. Oh, that could have been a dagger to the heart of Bite, but instead they will still retain the disc and reset it back to Cruisin' as now they slow it up and will need to try and get some points a little bit, not quite as easy of a fashion.
Okay, so bringing the backline player into the action, Cruisin', juking. Oculusator moving forward under a little bit of pressure, delivers it to Strem. Strem gonna go 1-on-1. Ender. Wow. So Instinct early on is looking in flow. Bite of 87 needs to bite down. Only 5 points down, and with 8.5 minutes left, still plenty of time. But you do not want to let Instinct go on a run.
Yeah, you don't, and it's honestly probably what, if you take away that early Instinct run from the last game, it's probably Bite winning that round. Instead, they found themselves down late because of that early stretch where they gave up a lot before kind of settling down and figuring out what kind of game they wanted to play. So hopefully for Bite, they can get this one figured out before they give up that much of a deficit, and that pass isn't going to help as it's off target, and Strembitsky is going to collect it and get it cleared up through the near tunnel. It's bouncing in a dangerous spot under station, but a good job of preventing the stacks from forming, as it will be picked up there by Bite, and they will get it cleared up into the Instinct zone.
Oh, the pass just a little bit off the wrong angle. Hunavelli does react, though. Swag War moving up, but they will reset to Ryruff. Down 5, 7.5 minutes left. Bite of 87 moving up. Haven't scored yet in round 2. Swag War can't quite connect. Strem can't quite get it. Hana back to Swag War, and they will reset here again.
Yeah, back to Ryruff as they're doing a good job of moving this disc, but not really getting themselves in a position to really threaten scoring, at least for the last little bit. But that might change here as Time making a nice move as the goalie bumped out to take out Hunavelli. And that did not work out as the goal left all open after the one move. And Bite of 87 getting on the board earlier than they did last round and cutting this lead back to a single score, 5-2.
Yeah, you can't underestimate the importance of that first score, especially when you're going against a team like Instinct. So Bite of 87 now on their defensive joust. Let's see if they can add some pressure, maybe get a turnover. It will be in the hands, but slapped out. Ender in the area, Cruising in the area. Hunavelli going to try and redirect and add some pressure. Strem, though. Oh, Strem giving an open opportunity here for Bite of 87. That clear is not going to be good, though, and Cruisin is going to collect.
Yeah, Cruisin collecting and with a nice little stop there to kind of bait out the defense and see if they can get something to open up. As Oculus are doing a good job of keeping that disc free. Oh, great cut pass there from Strem to Cruisin down the middle. Cruisin doesn't get up that far too often, as this is Cruisin's first points of the round, but coming in very clutch, putting that one in and restoring that 5-point lead for Instinct.
So Instinct responds. 6 minutes left. Again, this is single elimination. Instinct did take round one, albeit it was very close. But if they take round two here, so Instinct has left some points on the board here in round two. Let's see if Time and the Bite of 87 can make them pay. Oh no, Strem has been absolutely on fire in the games that we've seen. Some big-time steals and shots, and none bigger than that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Ender and the Post, name a more iconic duo today. That one not mattering too much as Strem was able to bail him out and put that one in on his own. As Instinct really taking charge here, up 10-2. Not necessarily as big and explosive as they have been at their peaks, but still playing very consistently here and forcing turnovers just through those one-on-ones. As Oculusator gets that one, and the teammate's just gonna let that one float in smartly for the long three, a 30-meter shot. And Instinct is rolling now, 13-2.
Wow. Phenom in chat already calling it. Oculusator, what a collection. And yeah, one of the most dangerous players in the bubble. Shows that they've got a broad set of skills, and again, delivers. Oculusator, 6 quick points. Instinct, up 14 points now here in round two with 4 minutes, 40 seconds left. And that will give a good time for a pause for the Bite of 87. They call timeout.
Yeah, seems a little late, honestly, down 14 already, as there's barely enough time to turn this one back around. It's been kind of wild to see how Bite really have struggled to get much going in the offensive zone. When we got the time here, Phenom, what have you been seeing here? How is Instinct playing this consistently well?
I mean, again, we're stuck in that offensive joust loop. Looks like they're running a bunch of times. They've been running just kind of a version of a split, just one to each side, one down the middle, and Instinct has just been reading that, and it's leaving either the QB or the first pass with no other options each time. And especially with cruising deep, they know they can't just clear it. There's no good way to, especially trying to win 1v1s against Strem and Ender and Oculusator is not an easy task either. So I think a lot of times it just comes down to those little hesitations and then kind of a panic 1v1 with the disc, and they don't miss those. So if they take the disc from you, they just drain it right in from wherever they are. So that's once you get onto that mentality, and like we were talking about before, it's just they're reading this play over and over again, so we got to do a different play, and so you try to switch it up, and then maybe somebody goes where they weren't supposed to, that you can't see on the casting side, where it was supposed to be a left relay and then it went right, and then you just get into that headspace where you just get locked into the offensive joust, and you need something good to get out of it, and especially with down one round and then down that many points, it's going to be a tough game for these kids to come out here and really show some mental fortitude to be able to kind of get back on the defensive side and do exactly what Instinct has been doing to them. Get a couple really good reads on those defensive rollouts and just, drain some threes and not have to work so hard for every single point.
Yeah, that's a great point about the defensive joust. It's interesting because technically, I believe, as far as Rad is concerned, the offensive joust is called the joust advantage, but I really think of it as often a disadvantage. I much prefer to be on the defensive side. Obviously, the disc is on the scoring end for you when you're on defense, and when you're on offense, you got to take the disc the length of the arena. Echo Arena is a very interesting situation where, you can create these real pylon runs where once you score, if you can create enough pressure, get some turnovers, get some easy open, especially open threes, you can score 8 or 10 points really, really quickly. And that's exactly what Bite of 87 needs to do. If they're gonna come back in this round 2 again. They have lost round 1, and this is a single elimination. So fans of a third round, Bite of 87 needs your support right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And here they go with the disc, doing a good job of getting into that offensive zone. They got 4, the entire team crashing in on Time, but Time doing a good job to get that disc out of their reach and tucking that one into the goal past the lunging goalie. Points are what they need, and they need to start getting them soon. So good job there of Bite to kind of get out of that, their own zone, as my co-caster was saying there, of getting out of that own zone and getting that advantage back to see if they can start rolling now, as Swagwar is going to do a good job of getting that stun. And here they come back the other way. It's Ryruff with the disc, got a couple open options floating in, looking for that cross. Oh, that is going to hit the shield. That's not what they're looking for, and that's going to bounce loose down below, scooped up by Instinct.
Yeah, now Strem and Ender did get a couple of regrabs out. This takes a couple of funny bounces. It'll end up in the hands of Strem. Strem over to Ender. Ender gonna have room to operate. Air break right over to Strem. They were having a little bit of fun on that one, but it's good enough to waste some time, which is all they need to do.
That was a dirty little stop there to buy some space and some time, as Instinct retaining possession of the disc here. They're going to send that one all the way back to Cruisin', who is so predictably and consistently waiting on that back line for that option, as it's sent in above, and that is going to go in off the face of Time, as that is 2 more points for Instinct, now up 18-4, and with that 14-point lead, Time is ticking. Bite is not scoring nearly as quickly as they need to if they want to force a round 3 here.
Yeah, someone in chat, let me see if I can recall who it was. Yeah, Broman in chat saying you're not going to score 14 on Instinct without them scoring as well. And, proven the point. Oculusator is in the area, but they traded goal for goal just a minute ago, and that brought Bite of 87 a little bit closer for the moment. But then, a lot of time being spent off the clock here. Oculusator just going to reset. No need to pressure with 2 people in goal. Up 14 and 2 minutes left. Just going to squeeze the life out of Bite of 87. Cruising, taking on the whole team, and very nearly with a highlight play.
I mean, you're a good team when your goalie can be the one coming in, making moves like that on the shield. And that's why they're up 18-4, because everyone on that squad is a high-caliber team and is capable of putting out moves like that, as it's still retained by Instinct. Strembitsky up top is going to get stolen back by Cruisin'. Cruisin' look for that, but coming in clutch is Swagwar, jumping through the goal to keep that one out and to keep this one at 18 points, as Unavelli is going to pick that one up and make a couple moves, bouncing in and trying to find a teammate. Isn't able to do it in time, but holds on to that disc for the time being. Not long enough. It's still floating loose in that corner, as neither player can really get a hold of it, as Hunavelli finds a teammate, finds Time on the bow tie, looking for that cut. 2 options there, neither one able to connect though. Good play though to keep it in, as it is Swagwar looking, got a teammate there, got a move, and that's a dunk for Ryruff, as they're looking for kind of just whatever they can get now, as little confidence boosters for the team going forward. Just, make this not quite the route that the scoreboard shows that right now, but still 6 points, bringing it to 18-6.
So Rough adding another one to the highlight reel, giving the fans a little bit of a show, but it will be too little too late. Instinct gonna respond. Oculusator with the bounce shot, 20-6, and that might not be the final score, but it will definitely go down. Instinct gonna take round 2 and the match. Just checking in, VR or Echo Arena underscore VRML 2. Ignite is up 13-10 in round 2 with 2 minutes left. Ignite having won round 1. So Ocean's under a little bit of pressure. They need to get 3 points or more. Looks like Ignite going to score here. Yes, Ignite puts 2 more on the board, and they are up by 5 with 2 minutes left. So it's looking very likely that we will see Instinct and Ignite in the final. But for now, we're going to send it to the sidelines with Phenom.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Byte was unable to gain any ground since that initial timeout. Still a 16-point lead, so all the work that they did, it's very difficult, especially when you're facing a team as offensively capable as Instinct to, any point you have, not give up to, a score on your own side. So close match, but I'm excited to see, I think as everyone, the rematch between Instinct and Ignite. So.
Right.
Yeah. Instinct and Ignite have always given us very entertaining matches, whichever way it might go. So I know we are all here on the casting crew very excited to see that one coming up, and that is going to be right here on the VR Master League channel and on Venues, of course. Special shout out to everyone watching on Venues, as we are going to be just yoinking Ignite from VRML2, and we are going to be dropping them right here for you. Doc, any thoughts before we send it to our final break?
Just super excited. Instinct versus Ignite is always a treat. Instinct having won they are the defending champions. They are the current reigning VRML Season 4 champions, as we are in Season 5 here. Ignite, obviously, the 3-time reigning champions before that. They won Season 1 and Season 2 and Season 3. So these two teams have been dominating the scene as long as VRML has been a thing. And, there's money on the line. Again, winning team is going to win $400. The losing team will still take $250, but there's a little bit of cash difference there, and a little bit of bragging rights on the line, especially, and some confidence, as we go into the final cycle and move into the playoffs. And expect to see Instinct and Ignite again. So will be interesting to see what we see, but I am very excited. So with that, we're going to take a little bit of a break as Ignite and Oceans close down. Looks like they have gone to overtime, although just like that, Ignite closes the door and wins in overtime. So it will, in fact, be Instinct versus Ignite in just a couple minutes here. I am Doc Education. On the co-cast with me, offbeat, on the sidelines, Phenom, and on the cams, Newton Dad. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
I'm going to need another muffin.
Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Yes.
Easy going right there.
I am a junior.
Oh.
Oh, hello. Are we live? Hello, everybody.
How long have we been
Welcome back. Oh, not for too long. Welcome, everybody. I am a Sid and We now, coming over from Channel 2. I haven't watched Ignite just take on Oceans, although got a shout out Overkill. They had quite the run earlier. But yeah, here still we do still have Offbeats and Phenom here. Doc is hanging out in the chat, I think, or getting a bite to eat. Either way, we still have Newton Dad on the cameras. Also Wonder T Man. Shout out to Wonder T Man and Sunkissed and Psychaotic helping out over there on Channel 2. But yes, we're here. The finals: Ignite versus Instinct, guys. This is this is one of those classic games that I kind of feel like we don't get enough of personally.
Oh, like we do and we don't, in that we are spoiled every single time these guys play, and it makes us want more. We want like a best of 13 rounds with these two teams. The way they go back and forth and trade blows over and over again, it's always a treat. And I consider myself just so lucky to be here, being one of the many members of this team, helping bring it to you guys. And hopefully it lives up to all the hype. And I can't see how it wouldn't. It always has. We think, oh, how could they top it again this time? And they always do. Phenom, sticking with the stream from the beginning with us. How is it going?
Going good. I mean, I'm excited as anybody to see these two teams play. Been watching Instinct. They're looking, warmed up. They're looking ready to go. I know Instinct had a somewhat close second round going with the Oceans. So sounds like both teams are warmed up and ready to compete. Give us a show.
And I just realized I was writing up. If you saw, I was a little distracted. I was writing up a little blurb to throw up in League Talk. I still put it in the wrong spot. Twice now, wrong channel. Sorry to everybody. It's finally up there. A link to VRML League. We are about ready to go here. Ignite versus Instinct. Because we definitely want to get people in here. Let your friends know. Let your family know that if you want to see the best of the best, if you want to see Super Team versus Super Team, you want to see Ignite versus Instinct right now, right here, playing for a chance at $450. There was a total of $1,800 split between North America and Europe here in this Elite Cup tournament. Third and fourth place, each team won $100 a piece. So congratulations to would have been Oceans and Bite of 87, each walking away with $100 there. And Instinct and Ignite going to be fighting for the difference between $450 or $250. But either way, one of these teams is walking away with at least $250. Well, both these teams walking away with at least $250. But we are going to get started here in round one. Offbeat, very excited as teams line up for this joust.
Let's do this. I have been waiting so long for this one. We all have. It's Instinct, it's Ignite, the two eyes on the top of the Master ladder, as it is going to be picked up here by Ignite right out the gate, as it is game moving in quick. They got a couple open options. Who needs them, though, when you've got the three? Ryan putting that in real quick, taking a quick 3-0 lead for Ignite.
And you see on that joust, looked like Instinct went full tilt into that joust, full aggression, which is why that goal was wide open for Ignite to take advantage of. Instinct was betting they were going to win that joust. Unfortunately, they did lose that bet there, at least unfortunately for them, as Oculasator sends this one up to Shrem. Shrem looking at a 1v1, now going to set this one across in the hands of Ender. They're looking at a 2v3 now, 3v3, one more player coming in, 3v4, setting up the cut pass. Oculasator will send it in. And Instinct is going to trade goals here, though. It's not a 3. They will stay down by 1, but on the board nonetheless.
Oculasator loving the goalie stun there, is when you've got a tough angle, that is usually one that a goalie can grab, but a goalie can't do much if the goalie is dead in the net, and that proving very useful as Instinct does fight back, not with a 3, but at least with a 2 of their own to kind of answer back and stop momentum from really building in the direction of Ignite. As Ignite coming back here with a couple good passes, connecting on those, and they're going to get that reset. Oh, but the reset in danger as Strembitsky there applying some pressure. Good job to get away from the pressure, though, as Kung is going to back this one up. But Strem with the steal, that's getting cleared. Is that through? No, that's going to hit Star, but they're still first back to it. They've got 2. It's a 2-on-2 goalie in the net, open behind the net, and that is going to be cruising up at front. We don't see him there very often, but he's there when he needs to be, and it is a 4-3 lead now back in the hands of Instinct.
Shambitsky. That one comes from Strem off that ridiculous steal he had in his own zone in the ramp there. What do we call it? The trench. As now game, I'll handle this one, of course, for Ignite. Sends it across. That's a turnover. Again, it's Strembitsky. This time he takes a shot. He hits the shot. Instinct is going to take a 4-point lead in round 1.
Oh, the most fun thing about watching these games is the punishes. You know, anytime there is a mistake, a single slip up, that it is going to be hard punished back the other way. And that is exactly what we saw there. You cannot afford to take too long with pressure on you from the opposing team, because if you do, that is going to be a steal, and that is an open goal that you have left there, as it's going to be cleared all the way in now by Ignite, but not able to get there first with the stacks. So it is going to be cleared all, but that clear is misses, and Jaywalker moving in, looking to see if they can punish. They've got the stack, but Kung is going to get stunned up. Strembitsky own goals for 3! The own goal back as the goalie vacates! And we've got a 1-point game with the own goal 3. Too accurate for his own good.
Out of respect to Strembitsky, I am not going to touch it. We're just going to move on as Instinct on this jealous advantage. Cruising sends that one across there to Occulizer, sending it up to Ender. Oh, Strem, I love you, man. As Strem sends this one back to Cruising back up. Nice this movement here. They've got. Oh Jesus! Ender sends it up off the mark. Strem, it's fine. Game gets it picked up on that turnover. As you would hope that it's not going to affect the mental game too much there, because that can be quite damaging if you let it. Anyways, Strem now walking this one up. Does not have the shot, sends it down the floor there. Occulizer will get it in for the 2, and there they go. They get the points back. 9-6 here. Instinct maintains their lead.
Yeah, goalie sitting pretty low in the net there, worried about a pass underneath, but definitely leaving that goal open if it were anywhere above the middle of that goal. And definitely picking up on that was the attacker, putting that one in for the points and extending that lead for Instinct. As back the other way now is going to come Ignite, as it is going to be passed across to Jaywalker. Jaywalker doing a good job to recognize the pressure and slap that one away. But good pressure here from the stack from Instinct, forcing that disc to move around. But Ignite has been up to the task so far, as Jaywalker looking across is going to find Ryan, who makes a stop and finds Jaywalker, and Jaywalker going to answer back with 2, bringing this back to within 1.
It's a fantastic setup, as we are going to get a timeout here. Looks like it came from Instinct. And respect the timeout there, as maybe just wanting to take a breather after that, because it definitely looked like it may have had some effect. But understandable. So we will get a timeout here. We'll take a moment with everybody here. First off, there is a group of folks. I will be sharing the Discord invite. There's a group of folks trying to get our place over on Reddit. They're trying to get the disc made. If you're at all familiar with it, if you're not, just Google Reddit r/place, the letter R. Go find it and everything about it. It's a little April Fool's thing. So we'll be pushing that right at the end. So don't worry about that right now. We will have the link available to you just after the show here. But I also want to push the Patreon. Patreon.com/VRML. As you notice, if you watch, you pay attention where sometimes you'll see who the casters are in the same spot. You'll see a list of a certain tier Patreon supporters, certain tier patrons, as they're known. Again, that's patreon.com/VRML. As VR continues to grow, so does VRML. We've been seeing the exponential growth across multiple leagues, with hundreds, if not thousands, of new players joining into the VR esports and VR sport community. As such, we want to continue to expand and evolve VRML around this growth. By joining the VRML's Patreon, you are helping support VRML in achieving our mission to create a fair, community-driven, and welcoming competitive environment for all players by supporting all facets of our community. So definitely check that out. As Offbeat says, VRML is expanding after this game. In fact, I hope that's not the case. I put a lot of time and effort into this. But if it is, farewell, Avideze. I bid to say adieu, something like that. It's been a good run.
It absolutely has been. Phenom, wanna step in for a bit here and kind of let us know what you've been seeing here from these two top tier teams.
I mean, it's been kind of back and forth. obviously 3 points went to the wrong board. Would have made that a lot different. Unfortunately, it happens to the best of us. It does. But especially when you're playing a team like Instinct, that's got an extra sting, knowing that you're up by what would it be, 4 points. You have a good bit of lead going into about halftime, and so any score that they make on you is going to sting. So making it on yourself is going to be a rough one. But thankfully, I think out of all the people, Strem knows how to kind of wipe that off and keep moving forward. So. Well, yeah.
I think it was Ignite that took the timeout here. I said it was.
it?
I speculated that it was Instinct, and then I'm looking at the stream. There's no pop up here.
Let's see.
So we don't have a notification from. But I just watched Ignite on pause. So it was actually Ignite taking that timeout there. Interesting.
That. The fun thing about that self goal, we'll talk. I want to touch on one more and then we'll leave alone. Is that kind of self goal is the only thing you could only really see at high level play. Hilariously enough, the own goal 3, because they need the accuracy to turn, spin around, and put it on your own goal that accurately is really not that easy. As when Strembitsky coming in here and wow, gonna put that one in real quick before I'd even gotten settled, and Instinct gonna grab a 3-point lead back.
Yeah, just like that. So it looks like Instinct took advantage of that timeout, got their heads back into the game here, and they are going to not just hold on to, but maintain that lead there. As Game handling this one, as per usual with Ignite. Also notable that Ignite is completely abandoned, at least against Instinct. I didn't watch. I don't think they were running it. They're not running the ace play anymore, which is interesting. There was a time where they were running it recently. Running it almost exclusively, but now it looks like they've changed up the strategy one way or another. As Ryan, once again here, sends this one out all the way down. Good chain to pick it up. Game with it. Wanted to take a shot, did not get the lane. As the chain gets back. Big stop. Ambitious. They did not get the stun out. That's what they were looking for. Oculaxator sends this one out. And will be loose on the near side. They're collected once again by Game.
Yeah, good job by Oculasator on the back end to kind of dodge around those attempted stuns and find some space to make that save, diving through the goal, as Kung is going to get this one cleared back out. Jaywalker with the disc up all alone with a lot of space, but doesn't really have the angle for a shot because Cruzen is sitting back there on the back line. But Cruzen's not able to stop Game. Game's getting through, moving in. That's not the regular goalie, and Game is going to put that one in and cut this back to a 1-point game, making it 11-10.
What a play there by Game. Unbelievable. Gets that one away from Cruzen. Cruzen won the race. Then Game won the fight. And that's why sometimes, situations like that, I always had a habit of yelling at my teammates, take the man, take the man. Ignore the disc right now, get the man. And that's what Game did. Game took the man out, and that's what got him the points. And now another turnover here. Ignite turning it around, but Strembitsky with another turnover. He has been phenomenal on that. How do we have steals? Currently, he's registered with 3 steals, which is quite a few for one round, especially against this team. As that send up is not good. Oculasator picks it up. Does not have a lane at the goal. Send this one. Oh, what a read there by Ryan, but gets stunned out there by Strem. Again, another turnover. Oh, open goalie hits it. Instinct takes a 2-goal lead here, 14 points.
Strem with one hand on the ceiling and the other just able to flick it deftly down and put that into the goal, finding the open net before it can be filled. And a 14-10 lead here as we are now at about 2:40 left to go, and they've been trading back and forth here for so long that 2-score lead may prove to be pretty decisive here, as Ignite is really going to need to chain together a couple in a row, and that's not going to help as that's lost, and they're looking back the other way. Oh, faking the shot. Looking to put it in high, not going to get it as Ender, as Oculasator recovers it down below, potentially looking to slow down, is going to slow down, send it back to Cruzen on the back line.
Yeah, solid reset there, had to get that one backed out. Shane, very aggressive, does some good work there. They scuff the pass, and there it is, a turnover. Ryan gets it cleared out. They have a chain there together. Game and Jaywalker, though, it does turn over. Strembitsky with it again there. Sends it across near side into the trap. Unfortunately, nobody's there. His Shane was not ready for it. Game gets it instead on the far side. Game moving in. Hits the cup, and Ender's in the lane. Stops it. Sends it out, though. Nice slap back in from Kong, but a slap out all the way out, I believe, by Ender again. This was going to be all the way down into the bubble. That's a flap out. Those are dangerous. Oh, the headbutt from Strembitsky. That is unbelievable. Cruzen will hit it for the 2, and Instinct's going to take a 6-point lead with a minute to go.
I choose to believe that Strembitsky was going all in on headbutting that one into the goal and just putting that one wide. But fortunately, teammate, of course, recognizing that was a great place to be, however the pass got across there. And just like that, a 6-point lead is nothing to sneeze at, especially as we have just over a minute left now. And Ignite struggling to get anything going in this last little bit here, as they've been really cut off on the defensive side by Instincts. It's now Ryan making a good move there, taking it in, and that is going to be 2 points. 2 points with a minute left, though, is that still a 2-score lead they're going to need to surmount here, as 1 minute left, 16-12 Instinct.
Yeah, if you're going to hit the twos, you're going to have to hit 3 of them. As, yeah, still 2 goals away there, so we're going to have 44 seconds. Still enough time, though. They have 24 seconds to score those 2 goals. Cruzen takes this one down low to the floor. Ender with it. The chain gets it. Game has it. Turns it over. Sends it up in the hands of Jaywalker. Jaywalker has one across, but it will be picked off by Ender again. 33 seconds on the clock. They have 12 seconds to score. They get it back here. Jaywalker on the near side. Undersalt pulls the Ender off on Strem. Jaywalker setting it up in the hands of the teammate. We'll get it to game. Game, bring it in. Hits it. They're going to have 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
3 seconds is... I think we've seen it done once in a blue moon, but I can't imagine that really happening here unless Instinct botches this one horribly. And I'm pretty sure we can safely say at that point that it will be Instinct taking this. It was so close, it was so back and forth, but like we mentioned earlier, the back and forth there, they're back and forth for so long. If you manage to get up by a couple, that is going to be definitively a significant advantage, and yep, pays off. Instinct takes round 1, 16-14. Phenom, what have you been seeing?
I mean, a fantastic match. First of all, I mean, just the game sense of these players, the positioning of these players. I mean, it's so difficult to play this game at the highest level against these players and still look like you kind of know what you're doing. Even the best teams from Master, kind of flounder under the pressure that these 2 teams can put on another team. So, the consistency of the passing and the one-on-ones, and I mean, this is just the only time you see this is when 2 teams of this caliber go up against each other to really battle it out. So it's just fantastic to watch.
It is absolutely fantastic to watch. I mean, as I said at the beginning, these are the best of the best. These are 2 super teams here. We've got the teams over in NEPA. These are the captains of the teams kind of coalescing into these 2 black holes of skill and talent that these 2 teams are, and they just orbit around each other, all just constantly, just back and forth, back and forth. We've got a round 2 here after Instinct. Instinct took round 1 over Ignite. Absolutely unbelievable. Ignite now playing with a round deficit. As Instinct looking 1 game away from the $450 prize pool, though. Kong from Ryan will get the first goal here of round 2. Ignite is on the board.
Yeah, Ignite definitely not going to go off gracefully into the sunset. They are going to put up a fight here, and they come out firing with a great initial joust and getting that one and converting it into points. Lots of teams, lots of players can get a joust quick, but it is the mark of a great team whether they can actually get control of that and turn it into points afterwards, as that is going to be lost by Instinct and sent all the way in, as Ignite here looking to see if they can chain a couple together. They were first to the disc, but they're not going to be able to collect it, as that is going to be sent up by Ender. Not out, though, is Jaywalker now collecting it, and they will slow it down here in the popcorn area.
Jaywalker across to the game. Game back to Jaywalker, bring it in. Oh, no. Cruzen gets there, but not quite. It goes in for the 2. He is very unhappy. I would be, too. That is going to put Ignite up by 4 here. A shot there from Jaywalker. Also, just to comment, the discussion about ranked queue, ranked queue is always when we talk about ranked queue, we're always talking about solo ranked queue. But what I want to introduce into the public consciousness is duo ranked queue. Don't at me. Game with it here for Ignite.
Game with it, but is going to lose it as Ender looking to see if they can get this one back. Ender looking for 3. Oh! Gets a hand on it, but not enough. Just a little too late. At least able to take away the 3, which might be critical. We will see as this plays on, but Ender, we know he's been a little on and off all night with those 3s, but that one was dead center on target and exactly what Instinct needed.
Yeah, and it was a technical goal, much in the way that Ignite had got a technical goal on the last, so a little trade-off there. Though Kong, looking at an empty goal himself, hits it for the 3, just like that. A little too easy on that run-up, as they're going to take a 5-point lead here.
Yeah, surprised that there was that much space left there by Instinct. Something must have gotten wrong with getting back to cover that goal, because they're definitely not they're definitely not thinking that they're gonna miss that shot by any means. This is Ignite after all. Any member of this team would consistently hit that shot. As now they turn back the other way, down 7-2, but they do a good job to recover there and get it to Cruisin. Cruisin looking down below to Oculusator, who's trying to make a move to get around Jaywalker, but Jaywalker up to the challenge and holding him off. There's Oculusator now moving, has a teammate up top, and that is gonna bounce in. Strembitsky putting that one in and cutting this lead back to 3 as Instinct not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere indeed. Yeah, good one there. Oculusator to Strembitsky. A nice shot there, steep angle, and Strem is really loving that far side corner in this game. He's hit a couple of those. And now game, Andy, I wasn't joking. I just wanted to throw a grenade. It's Ryan walking up here. I just want to get everyone talking. Ryan sending it up. Block shot. Kong's gonna hit that for the 3. Puts him up by 6.
Absolutely is, and Instinct's really being punished here for leaving that goal open. They seem to be putting a lot of eggs into the basket of trying to force a mistake at mid, but as soon as they're missing that, they don't seem to have much left on the back line to really cover that. And a couple open 3s now coming in from Ignite, and those are really making the difference at this point, literally making the difference as those 6 points, all that stands between them and a 4-4 tie right now. As Oculusator now with the disc, jumping around, trying to find a teammate, is going to get it through to Strem, who isn't able to finish. Great save by Kong, as Kong is going to now float it up.
Yeah, Kong sending it out. I was looking for nice. That's that bounce. What a bouncer! Gets to the game. Game to Jaywalker. Jaywalker walks this one in. Gets a 1v1 off the backboard. Pulls Cruisin all the way out. That was just beautiful in that 1v1. And there you go. They're going to push up by 8 here. Ignite starting to look like Ignite.
Yeah, Jaywalker jaywalking it in, as is his namesake. As we do get a pause here now coming in, as I don't imagine Instinct has been super thrilled with how this round has been opening up after keeping close initially. Goalies kind of being left out to dry there for a little bit, as they see themselves down 12-4 and definitely hoping to take a pause to kind of reset mentally and figure out what's going on here. While we're at this break, Phenom, you got anything? What's going wrong for Instinct right now?
It's just the 2-2 meta that they're trying to run. It's just it's like one step out of pace. I mean, they're playing against the fastest team, almost probably one of the fastest teams in the league, or that Echo has ever seen. So just that leaving that goal open in the same way that Ace had that run as well a couple games before. You leave that goal open and they get that disc out in front, they're just going to hit that open goal each time. So, it's difficult to try as far as strategy to keep that player back, because if you keep Cruisin back, then you lose your ability to run 2 stacks or to, stack faster, which against a team like Ignite, you want more availability to stack out on, either pressuring or mistakes. But on the other side, you're also risking the ability to just hit an open goal when they see an open goal. So they got, maybe they'll see that and hopefully start playing a little bit more 1-2-1 style, having one out in the front, Cruisin in the back, and maybe a stack in the middle. But we'll see what they do after this pause.
And just I saw there was a question in the chat, so we'll clarify. Phenom is referring to defensive rollouts, defensive joust rollouts. So when you're coming out on D, the other team has the disc, like coming out on the rollout there. 2-2 is when you run 2 stacks simultaneously. 1-2-1. You usually send one person at the QB, a stack somewhere around mid to attack a first or second pass, and then your goalie kind of stays back. It's an aggressive rollout, but can be really effective if you do it well. And we actually see looks like a kind of a 1-2-1 here, although kind of a man split at mid instead of them stacking up, but they were still in that similar formation as Cruisin will get this one opportunity here for Instinct after that timeout, bringing it up. There's the setup and the goal. Ender to Cruisin, and they are going to start this one, start back into it strong.
Cruisin just casually floating through the bubble there. Wasn't especially open as there was defense kind of draped all over them, but it doesn't matter as he's able to find the disc and get it slapped in before there's any real chance to respond there. And that's exactly what Instinct needed coming out of this timeout as we are now at the midway point of this second round. Reminder that Instinct did take that first round, so Ignite is playing here for their lives, and that's not going to help them as Instinct looking to turn this one back around. A good leech by Ryan, though, to get back and cut that one off, but the clear is no good as Strembitsky gonna get it, find a floating Oculusator, finding Ender down below the goal, back to Streb, and Streb is gonna put it in as Instinct is now rolling back-to-back goals.
This is quite the round. Strem with that one. Actually, with the last one, he was the first player to hit double digits, and he's still the only player with double digits points in the game. And if you're playing scoreboard bingo, you only have a few more to hit, but we'll wait before we actually start talking about that. As Game will handle this one on the QB joust advantage, sending it over to Ryan here on the near side. There's one in front there, that's Ender. Pressure, still gets passed off to Kong. Kong is thrown out there by Oculusator. We'll get this one turned around. Under pressure, gets it sent out. They have a chain after it. Cruisin, though, gets leached on by Game, which was just masterful. And Game gets this one turned all the way down and back around. They've got the stacks of the area. Jaywalker not able to get there, though. It will be slapped out by Ender. Although Game gets it back once again, looking for the in pass, looking for a cut, hits the cut. That's Kong on the near side. Kong bringing it in, hits it bottom corner pocket. And Ignite is going to take a 6-point lead.
Kung doing a great job of reaching around the defender and then throwing it down underneath the goalie. Definitely doing some aerobics there to find the way into the goal for that disc, but doing it expertly. As Ignite looks to kind of slow this this explosive start that Instinct has had since their timeout as Oculusator juking around trying to bait out the stack, does so successfully as we've got now Strem looking to find Ender underneath. They've got a few pass options. Oh, that cut pass is not quite there. That would have been a definite 2 points had that connected, but instead it is sent back, and Jaywalker now with it, grabbing it and getting the clear as it's sent down deep into the Instinct zone.
Send up there, Cruisin with it on the far side. Cruisin setting it up. And hits Oculusator, but gets stunned out. This is loose. It will be another turnover here. Game with it. 2.5 to go here in the second round. Ignite looking for a round 3 here as Game sends that one up, but it will be another turnover. Strem with it. Stops up. Is not going to take Kong on the 1v1. Set over to Cruisin. They get up ahead of some folks in the back, though they don't have much of an opportunity. There is still an opportunity, though. Oculusator will instead have to back that one out as Cruisin walks in on the back line, now setting up properly on offense. They get one stunned out, though still no opportunity as Cruisin moving in over the bow tie, going down to the floor there to Ender. Ender looking for a cut. Is not going to hit a cut. Is going to bring it in himself. What a shot! Oh my goodness, was that left-handed? Was that a left-handed underhand?
Right to left, back and forth, and just decided at the end, well, it doesn't matter. We'll go with the left hand, throwing that one in perfectly.
Oh
I don't think any goalie could have read that one. Wow. As, yeah, that's amazingly Ender's first points of the game here today, coming in style as they cut this now to a 4-point lead as a Jaywalker looking to take it up the right side, the far side at least, as finds Kung, and Kung with a lot of space, stalling until that stack comes across and getting that pass across to Ryan. Ryan with some space, but that is going to be saved by Oculusator, who gets it out of harm's way, at least initially, as Jaywalker has collected it, sending back to Kung, who is going to reset it all the way back to Game on the station.
And now turn around here for Ignite. Jaywalker under assault by Ender. They're going to get the turnover. Strem picks it off, sends it out. We're going to have a proper race for it as this one is down into the stretch there. Ender with it. Long shot. Empty goal is going to be off the bottom. Strembitsky with it off the backboard. Another ding. They get it back. Third time is always a charm, but not going to happen in his game. Gets that one picked off and sent out. Good clear, as it usually would be from that hand. Cruisin, though, picks it off, sends it right back around. Strembitsky and Ender coming in here. Game gets a hand on it. Ender stuns him out. Oculusator up to Strem. Strem looking for a backboard shot. Not going to happen. As that one goes wide, will be collected by nobody. This one caught the trap here. Actually, Jaywalker gets there first. Does not have a lane, as Cruisin is already back in front of it. Though Ryan may get one. No, the goal will get covered there. We'll send it back to Game, though. Game opting for the reset there to come.
Yeah, they're playing for time now with 30 seconds left on the clock. Instinct was definitely rushing some shots there, but they were rushing it out of necessity because they needed to score quick if they wanted to get that second goal in to tie this one back up, as this is going to do it. The time is out for Instinct to make this comeback, which means, of course, we are going to be seeing a round 3 as we are so used to seeing between these two teams. Final seconds countdown, and Cruisin will put a nice save on the stats, maybe looking for a long bounce one. That's not going to go all the way in, but that doesn't matter. We're going to round 3, boys!
Indeed we are, as Phenom can tell us about that round 2, because Ignite taking the victory, but only by 4 points there.
Another super close match there. Unfortunately, that last open goal from Ender could have, definitely put them on a place where they could have, made something happen. And that's just the pressure that these players are under. Just because they can, they can drain shots, all the time, and it looks like it's super easy. The pressure that these players are under, especially when you're playing, a team of this level, is really difficult for even seasoned veterans. So, I can't wait for round 3. I think it's going to be another super close game. I know sometimes in past rematches, the Instinct mental game has fallen a couple times after a loss. So I'm really excited to see if they can hold it together after taking that first round, coming back out, sticking to their game plan, and really just giving us a great third round, just a fantastic show of what players in Echo Arena are capable of doing.
And thank you for that, Faye, as we are going to get started here in round 3. Also, if you are playing Scoreboard Bingo, you're looking for a save from Jaywalker and a save from Ender, and you will hit bingo. Good luck, everybody, as we get started here. Good luck. Instinct and Ignite, good luck. Phenom, good luck. Offbeat, good luck. Newton Dad, as we get started here in round 3. Occulizator turning on around. We'll give it away, though, to Kong there at mid. Ignite with possession.
Yeah, Kong on the back line taking time. They're gonna take it slow and set this one up and find those options underneath. That is Ryan with the disc, juking around, looking for a teammate. Is gonna find it off the ceiling. There's Jaywalker on the opposite side, as they're going to reset that back to Kung now, as they're still looking for that opportunity, as Ryan's going to take it in, but no, that's going to be saved by Cruisin on the back line, and Cruisin getting the clear as the stacks fight each other back on that end, looking to see who can get there first, and it is going to be Jaywalker back for Ignite, and they're going to prevent a quick goal here, as we still are waiting for our first points of the game here, but Kung moving back the other way, quick, they find,
wow.
Jaywalker getting stunned out on the goal line, as it is scooped up by Occulisator. Wow, looking to put that one in, but no, it is kept away by Instinct, who now has the disc.
Big opportunity, long shot, Cruisin! He was the one who got the stop and goal earlier, and then he turns that one around as he's playing both sides of the arena here. Instinct just took a 3-point lead 1 minute in after denying Ignite in a fantastic defensive showing, as Ignite is now going to find themselves on their first jealous advantage of this third round. Game handling it. They've got 2 nearby. Are they stacked up and down? They are. 1 high, 1 low. Ryan there sending it up. They're going to little give and go there to get that one away from Ender. Nice disc movement here from Ignite. That is masterful. They get the 1v1, and Cruisin stops it again. He is unbelievable, that man. I cannot believe it, as Ryan's going to handle it again on the back line.
Cruisin with the game-leading 4 saves and also 9 points, second on the team. Amazing for someone who's usually playing the back line. That one, though, you can't do much when you're stunned. And Ryan is going to put that one home down low in the goal and cut this down to a 1-point lead, as Ignite pushing back a little here. Not enough for the lead, but enough to drag him within 1.
Still 8 minutes to go here. Instinct in the lead, and the joust advantage up by 1, as referenced just a moment ago. As I am redundant. Ender, long shot off the post. As the stack got there, Game is trying to get that one to Jaywalker. Ultimately does. Jaywalker, good recovery. Sends this one up in the hands of Kong. Kong into the tube, does not have the lane. Cruisin is in that lane. has one across there. That's Ryan on the far side. It actually goes to Game instead. Game bringing it in. Oh, stopped. That time it's Alexander gets a hand on it, but Kong's going to get it recovered. Kong has a pass left. To pass up is going to bring it in himself. That's off of a head. Game there picks it up. Game now going to bring it in himself. No, goes behind the goal to Ryan, who will get that one in off of Alexander's head. They got a third save on it, but that third time is the charm, and Ignite's going to take the lead 4-3.
I mean, it has to go off of someone's head at that point, right? You've crammed your entire team into the goal to stop that one player behind with the disc, and sometimes even that isn't enough with how quickly players can juke around and get the disc out of their hands. As Ignite grabbing the lead back here and grabbing the disc, stopping Cruisin' on the back line as here they come. They're 4-on-1 as it's Game moving in and taking that long three as the Cruisin' getting stunned out there, and Ignite answering back with 3 goals in quick succession here to gain a 7-3 lead.
Yeah, Cruisin' did what he could there, trying to get that pass off low. They got a hand on it, a good lucky hand on it, or an efficient hand. Well, this is Master Pierce, of course it was on purpose. For Sunkist, we hit that one earlier on. But Oculus, another turnover here. That's not good. Still a 4-point lead here for Ignite as they gain possession, game with it near side, loses it though. Cruising with the pickoff. We'll bounce that one out into the far side too. It's a race for it. Everybody overshoots. That disc is still loose there at mid, finding its way to the valley there. Cruising into the area. Ryan with the pickoff. Ryan sending it up in the hands of Oculazator though. For Instinct, Oculazator sending it up to Strem. Strem does not have a lane. Back and goal. It looks like Kong has occupied that little crease as Strembitsky now bringing it in. Down the floor, hits Ender. Loses it to Jaywalker. Jaywalker gives it to Cruisin', who jukes his way in, but Ryan shuts the door on that and sends it out.
How do they react, both teams in these? Stop the clear, stop the shot, stop the clear, stop the shot again, and we are still goalless after that whole back and forth there as Kung clears it out here, but not enough as Cruisin' makes a nice little turn there to buy himself a second. The pass coming across, and another save! Kung taking that one off the goal line, trying to get the clear here out. Again, this one isn't quite out in time, but Game is going to grab and get a nice shield there, and is going to clear it all the way out, looking for the mail slot, not quite going to find it, as it is Strembitsky getting the shield there, and turning it back the other way as they're going to clear it back in. Moving in quick is Oculasator coming in, looking for the steal, not going to get it. Good play by Jaywalker to hold on to that possession, and finds Game.
Yeah, there's some phenomenal juking from Jay on the backboard. Sends it up. Game doing some juking of his own. They are pulling out all the stops right now as Kong sending out one up in the mid as Instinct has kicked on the afterburners right now, and you see it's working out. They get that turnover there finally. Ender sending it out. They cannot get away cleanly. No, they do. Strembitsky open goal. Strembitsky does not miss. They are back within one.
Oh, if the goalies are giving you trouble, you just gotta take those shots before the goalies get there. Finally, after such an immense onslaught of pressure, finally finding that goal and bringing this back to a 1-point game as we tip over the midway point. 4:18 left on the clock. As it is now Game with the disc. He's looking at that's going to get lost down in the trap area. Strembitsky getting the stun, but Ryan coming in nicely to clean that one up and finds Jaywalker moving in over center as Ignite is going to reset this one back to Game. But a long pass coming in here. They've got a 2-on-1. No, defense gets back in time to stop that one, and the pass is a little off, going to bounce off of Shield, and Kung will recover and back it up to Game.
Game though under pressure. They got 2 on him. He still gets this one across, and Jaywalker good recovery. Passes to Kong, but still bounce to the floor. Game with it again, still double covered. Game gets a pass off to Ryan. Ryan brings it in. Goalie is out. And that is a 3-point lead now to Ignite off of that one. As they are maintaining this lead here, but Instinct keeps inching back up. As Instinct will get another joust advantage here, and we hope they can make it through mid here, get that opportunity on offense to get back within. They're going to go for a headbutt play, and look, they get it. Oh, my goodness. It almost works out, but that's read by Jaywalker like a fresh book. He has no problem with those pages. Oculasator picks that one off, sends it back in the near side to Trap into the tube. Cruising, forwards it up. They have a player in the area, but it will turn over again. Game with it. Strembitsky right nearby. Game gets it up here to Jaywalker. Jaywalker in the near side. Trap sends it up. They have a chain over there. Kong with it. Has one behind the goal. That's Ryan. Excuse me, is that Ryan? I believe that's Game. I don't know who it is. They use confusing numbers. It's Ryan. Ryan with it. Has one at the goal. Jaywalker does enough to distract. Ryan's going to get it in off the backboard. That's a 5-point lead to Ignite.
Yeah, Cruisin' getting juked out there by the attacking team and kind of misreads that one, not seeing the bounce coming in. and that is a critical 5-point lead. And like we've seen before, when these teams are trading blows back and forth like they have been here, it is often a very, very hard to surmount those 2-score leads. And the onus is on Instinct now, and that's not going to help as that is intercepted by Kung. It's cleared all the way in. Fortunately, Cruisin is back there and is able to get a good slap on that, but to at least get out of danger. But they're not out of the fire yet, as back the other way, it's Game under the goal. All 4 of them. That's stinging off the post, though. Oh, great break for Instinct, though, as they're able to clear that one out. They'll still be picked up by Ignite, but they've bought themselves a little bit of time. Not much time, though, as Jaywalker moving it back in quickly. No, they're going to reset it back now to Kung.
Kung now right back in. They're not going to waste much time at all, though. The center cross is going to be off the mark. It's off the wall, and it's a turnover. Ender looking for the clear. Far side, there's a blue stack right nearby, though. Oh, but it's off the nugget. Keeps it loose. Jaywalker trying to get there. Orange stack in the area. They get the disc loose. It is still loose to the near side. Game will get it recovered. As Shrimbitsky right on his tail gets to him just as Game sending it out. And a little bounce there, but Ryan gets it recovered easily. Good orange stack there. They almost get there. They headbutt it, in fact. But could not get a hand on it. Jaywalker and Cruisin racing for that one. Jaywalker scoops it. Gets it over there to Kung in the trench. Kung, long shot there. The open goal goes quite high. Minute 17 on the clock. 5-point game. That's a minimum of 2 goals required here from Instinct to come back. That's 1 reset. They have less than a minute. Less than a minute of effective time. Ryan brings this one in, sets it across. Goalie is red and out. That's going to put them up by 7, and that may very well be the ice.
Oh, that's going to do it. A 7-point lead. That is 3 goals. And with only a minute left to play, it looks like it is going to be Ignite coming out on top of our Elite Cup here for North America as they go for the headbutt play again. Is Instinct. It works out as it comes down to Ender as they're going to try and run out these 40 seconds as best they can. See if they can put a few more on the board. Huge shout out to both of these teams for putting on quite the show here today as it's sent in. It's going to be Oculusator picking up and putting it in for the 3, cutting that to within 4. And hey, if last goal wins means anything to them, you know, they'll take what they can get, I suppose.
Yeah, there's going to be about 4 seconds, but that will likely be the last goal. Ignite is going to be the Elite Cup Cycle 2 champions here in North America, beating Instinct. And possibly a preview for finals if anybody's interested in that. May 14th, May 15th. This is going to be the season of finals now that the Cycle 2 has officially ended here. Congratulations to Ignite. But before we get into all that stuff, Phenom, solid victory to Ignite, but only barely.
Yeah, you could definitely tell Instinct was pushing extra hard in those last couple of minutes there. I mean, just a fantastic 3-round game. Just show, you know, anyone who plays this game what people are capable of, what teamwork can do, and just, you know, good chemistry and accurate passing and shooting and stunning, and I mean, just fantastic stats all around. I think when I checked it at halftime, other than Cruisin made those couple saves, but the entire time the stats progression was 55% this, 54%. It was so dead even between possession time and shots taken and assists and saves and stuns. The only thing that was a little one-sided was the steals from Instinct's side, but now that I check after the end of that 3rd round, definitely leaned a little bit more heavy towards the Ignite side. Just, you know, really came out, didn't make any mistakes, and pulled away that 3rd round.
Indeed they did. So congratulations once again to Ignite. A few housekeeping things. One, if you're interested, at 9:30 in 40 minutes, there's a group, if you're familiar with Reddit and the r/place stuff, r/place, a little thing they do they did it a few years ago for April Fools. They brought it back and they're still running it. At 9:30, they're trying to get a group together to get the Echo Disc made there. So in the chat, I have popped in the Discord invite where they are coordinating that effort. If you want to pop in there and help them get the Echo Disc put into the r/place, whatever you call the big picture. I don't know what it's called. The mural, I guess, is a good a name for it. There's the invite. Go ahead and pop over in there, and they'll help you get coordinated in doing that. Again, that starts at about 40 minutes, so definitely go check that out. Also, another reminder: Patreon.com/VRML. Easy one to remember. Patreon.com/VRML. You saw the names popping up there. Also, somebody in chat said, there's a production quality has gone up since they started Patreon. Completely unrelated. That's actually a labor of love from Newton Dad lately. He's been doing some phenomenal, fantastic work on that, as well as you saw that the new intro was done by the VRML creator team, or now the production team, kind of on their own whim, something they did on their own. So yeah, it's completely disconnected from each other. The Patreon was its own initiative from up above. So actually unaffected. That is literally what you're seeing is labor of love in front of you right now. And that's kind of what that's the driving force of a VRML. So don't forget that. And the Patreon will help us even further in that regard. So if you think the quality is good now, Patreon's not even kicked in. Like, that's what I'm saying. Anyways, you get the idea. Anything else, guys? I think I got the important stuff out there. I think we did good. Congratulations to Ignite. Congratulations to Instinct. Congratulations to everybody. But I guess, yeah, anything to say offbeat, any piece to get out there?
Congratulations, yes, of course, to Instinct and Ignite, both very well deserving of their spots here in the final. And congratulations to us and everyone behind the scenes here. Challenger Cup and Elite Cup is a huge undertaking that requires a ton of people behind the scenes. There is, of course, our beautiful faces here, but there is even more happening behind the scenes to make this happen and to put this all together. So a special shout out to everyone behind the scenes making this happen. This has been an incredibly fun weekend. I am definitely gonna take a day or two to rest up my voice after this one, as I'm sure a lot of us in the casting booth are, but we have had a lot of fun doing it, and we thank you all so much for being here and for watching it and for taking it in with us. We really feel like we can connect to the community with this, and we'd love to see you in the chat. We love interacting with you, and we would love to see you back here again when Cycle 3 kicks up again in a week or so.
In fact, tomorrow starts.
Yeah.
We'll be starting tomorrow. But yeah, Phenom, any parting words?
No, not really. Echo is life, man. So just, get out there. If you're watching and you're thinking about, am I good enough to be on a team? After watching some of these players, you absolutely are. Get together, get with your friends, get with people you've never met before in pubs, whatever it is. Start playing. Find the competitive spirit, and you'll understand why these guys get as good as they do and they play as much as they do. It's just for the love of the game that we play.
Indeed. Echo is love. Echo is life. And that is just a matter of fact. So thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening. We are going to get out of here. And yeah, Cycle 3 starts tomorrow. Look forward to finals. May 14th, May 15th. May 14th, May 15th. Remember it. It's going to stick in your head again. Remember what happened Season 3? We're doing it again. May 14th, May 15th. It's going to be the biggest finals yet. You know what number I'm looking for. We're going to get out of here, though. I've been Matsuya Mui. That was Offbeat. We had Phenom as well on the sidelines. Doc Education in here earlier. Saika and Sunkissed and Wonder T-Man with me over on Channel 2 to start this broadcast. And Newton Dad, the extraordinaire, here on Venues, VR Master League, Echo Arena Master League on YouTube, Facebook Live, as well as Juke.gg. You all have a wonderful evening. We will see you in the next one, and make sure to call your mother.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.